right, let's get growing. Grab your tea, grab your blankets, and let's chill a while on ImPondsible Farm. It is currently day 4 of fall, year 3 on ImPondsible Farm. We have just under 5 million gold. We are saving for our golden clock. And we are working on perfection goals in the meantime, while Robin works on our fish ponds. So we'll see what the day has in store for us. Good morning, Just Right. Welcome in, welcome in. How's it growing? Shannon, welcome in. How's it growing? Good morning. We are having a slow start to a Monday for sure today. It was a big day yesterday with family. Good morning, Mama Bear. Welcome in, welcome in. How's it growing? It's good to see you. Wolfie, welcome in. How's it growing? Mama, how's Tommy doing? I've been thinking about him. It's been a while since I've seen Tommy. Is he doing okay? Shadow, welcome in, welcome in. How's it growing? Oh, you know, we should talk to Elliot at least, right? We should at least talk to him. Should not ignore the husband. Shannon, lots of lurking today, have to work. Oh. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but also I'm glad to hear that. I hope that you are making progress on looking elsewhere. Mama, he's okay. Just started him on some new meds, so he's sleeping a lot. Okay. It's good to hear. I just wondered. I hadn't seen him in a while. Shadow, all good. Picking Mom up from the hospital. I hope she's okay. Oh, what just happened? Alright, Linus picked us up last night. We've got all kinds of stuff to sell. We've got 3 more legends. Let me get them in there before I sell things. Jazz, good morning. Welcome in, welcome in. How's it growing? Shannon, I've been applying, but can't be arsed to work. Leave in the hour, yeah. Yeah. I know. I am also currently putting in lots of applications. I'm being a bit picky still, but eventually I'll have to take something. Yes, Mama, I'm sorry I couldn't make it this morning. I really did want to, but I just had a very slow start to the day today. Very slow start. It was a very physical day yesterday, and I was just languishing in bed until well after 6 o'clock in the morning. So I'm kind of a bit behind here. I didn't get to watch anyone's streams this morning. That is how my day is going so far. Alright, let's put this broken trident away. Yeah, I get it. It's good to see you back, though. That's for sure. Alright. Slowly but surely working my way back up to Stardew Valley. Still waking up. I'm not drinking caffeinated tea, though. Of course, the cranberry spice tea is the only caffeinated tea I have. But I am having honey lavender... What was it? Honey lavender stress relief today. So, even though I am already moving slowly, we are absolutely just chilling here. Casey, welcome in, welcome in. How's it growing? Long time no see, but I'm so glad to be back. I'm glad you're back. It's good to see you. Shannon, chill. What would you say if I told you I accidentally binned that ancient seed? I mean, oh, Shannon. Why do I have to start my day this way? Restart the save file. Just restart the save file. Ness, welcome in, welcome in. How's it growing? How's it growing? Orflowing? We are absolutely growing with the flow. I'm having a very slow start to the day. So, we are absolutely growing with the flow. I'm moving like molasses right now. Jazz, my brother's getting a new PC and is giving me his old one. I was thinking I might start streaming, but I'm kind of nervous too. Jazz, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Let me tell you, if you go down into my About section, under my About panel, the About Me section there, at the bottom of that section, you will see the hardware stats for this computer that I'm on right now. If your hardware is equal to or better than this one, you've got nothing to worry about. It's not hard to meet. It's a low bar. Casey would cry if you accidentally bin the ancient seed. Yeah. I think that would cause some emotional upset. Ness streaking in the afternoon. Avert your eyes. Nessie is streaking, everyone. 10 stream streak. Thank you, Ness. Just standard appointment. Okay, Shadow. Fantastic. Good news. Good news. Just follow-ups. Alright. Mooshake, Moolady, and Maleficent have been petted. Tumnus and Nuisance have been petted. Noodle Gams has been petted, and Alan have been petted. Casey, I just full sent it. So do it. Yeah. Hardware's just a second-hand computer, Facebook Marketplace. Yes. So glad to be back so I can lurk and sleep, like my comfort sleep show. Nice. That's very sweet. That is pretty much what we're here for. It's really funny how it happened, because it happened completely by accident. I thought, when I first started streaming, I thought that I was providing, challenges that I made up. Fun gameplay challenges in Stardew Valley that people might want to see. And it just accidentally turned into helping people sleep over just a few weeks. I had quite a few people come and tell me that they fell asleep during my stream. So that is just serendipity. That is just what happened. Koala, welcome in, welcome in. How's it growing? Casey, you've been gifted a blessing to nap. If you're on a couch, on a chair, at a table, on a bus, on a train, or at your desk at work, you have my blessing to nap. It does work. Just close your eyes. Casey, I do love the gameplay challenges too, but you have a very soothing voice and helps me sleep. That's very sweet. Frank, I'm Dr. Chill, Nessie. Dr. Chill. Nice. All right. It is 8 a.m. for me here, Koala. Nessie prescribes us all to nap, yes. Lizard has been petted. Reptar has been petted. Chickadee has been petted. Hen Solo has been petted. Sir Exilot has been petted. Ribbits has been petted. Quackers has been petted. Duck Vader has been petted. Snowy has been petted. Nugget has been petted. And Sharptooth has been petted. Chill is also just a cool dude that I want to support. Thank you, Shadow. That's a mutual feeling. That is a very mutual feeling. Good morning, Pickles. Love you. Oh, Pickles gave us a carp. Let's fill our watering can with salt water. We'll see what that does to the crops. Yes, yesterday, Nessie had a wonderful just Stardew stream. And I really enjoyed it. I think it's maybe not for first-time viewers, but knowing that Nessie was on the other side of that computer, I was comforted by it. It was very comforting to just have Nessie there playing Stardew Valley. No mic, no camera. I really needed that. Yeah, no, I really needed that yesterday morning. I was feeling a bit overstimulated, and that really helped. So if that's your thing, if you sometimes need a low stimulation Stardew Valley stream, Nessie might be doing it again sometime. Go ahead and click her, give her a follow. See what you think. What happened, Wolfie? What happened? Couldn't beat Professor in Wordle today. I tell you what, I put in my first 2 words, and I was just flabbergasted. I had no idea. I couldn't find a word on that keyboard to save my life, which was, it turned out a good thing, because I ended up getting it in 3, because I couldn't, when I finally found a word that was a word, that was it. Ness, you are wonderful. I'm very thankful to have met you and to get to spend time with you every time I can. All right, let's take care of our fishies. We don't have the quest anymore, so we can put our fishing goodies back, and we can put that stuff back, and get back to our regular fishing gear here. Put our treasure hunters back on. Professor, welcome in, welcome in. How's it growing? We were just talking about you. It's as if you were summoned. We were talking about the Wordle this morning. Wolfie, I put in my first word. It was so close. I got it in 2. You got it in 2? I didn't even see everybody else's scores yet. Ness, that means so much to me. Thank you, Chill. And guys, it helped me so much. You have no idea. Today I'm feeling better, so thank you, Beans. Wonderful. That's great to hear, Ness. I'm glad you had a restful day. I'm glad you're feeling better. It was just a stroke of genius for you to do that, though, so that you could still stream instead of just delaying or canceling. Absolute stroke of genius. Mama, I needed someone like that last night. I was so overstimulated, could not sleep till 3 or 4, and back up at 8. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes like you're feeling overstimulated, but just laying in the dark isn't helping, right? You still need something, some form of low stimulation to kind of distract you a little bit. Ness, I'd been thinking about doing it for a while, but weren't sure how it would be taken. Well, I think it went well, but I may be a little biased. Just, I enjoyed it. I realize I'm not I am not everyone. I am not your whole audience, but I really liked it. So that's feedback from 1 at least. We're taking care of our fishies here. We do not currently have any quests. It's Thursday. We should go get a magic rock candy. I don't think we have much going on here. We should probably be farming some magma sprites. Office phone ringing. Be right back. All right. Your encouragement means a lot. Thank you. I might as well segue that into the pinned comment of the day, which is that failure is a necessary ingredient for success. It is not something to be ashamed of. Go out, fail proudly, and fail loudly. Teeny Snail coming in hot with the posture check. Good morning. How's it growing? And thank you. Stretch. Oh, nice. Nice, Teeny Snail. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome in, and good morning. How's it growing? Part of me wonders if it would be better to do them with an alt character than my regular one, but I'm open to feedback. I don't have an opinion on that one. I don't. Shannon with another stretch right back to back. Thank you, Shannon. Yes, exactly what Shannon said. Your friends and followers will turn up no matter what you play or do. Never push yourself beyond your means to suit the world. Do what you need to do to be comfy. Yes. Teeny Snail, pretty good. Zodiac the Rabbit cuddling with me this morning. That sounds wonderful. That sounds wonderful. We do have our first ad break coming up. This is to get the pre-rolls off, and then it'll just be once an hour after this. So if you are not currently subscribed, please turn your volume down. I know I can be a bit quiet. I know the ads can be a bit loud. I would hate for them to come in hot and blow out your eardrums. So if you are not currently subscribed, you're not going to miss anything. We're just going to sit around and chat for 3 minutes. We're not going to do anything in the game. It's going to stay paused. We're just going to be sitting here waiting for you to come back. So if you're not currently subscribed, please turn down your volume now. The ads are coming in 10 seconds, and I will see you in a few minutes. Yes, Wolfie, there are some people. There are some people that do have ads. There are indeed. They do exist. These people do exist. They're out there somewhere, just waiting for a Wolfie to come into their life. It's like the sign to a chaos alarm. Yeah, nope, a one-man crusader. One-man crusader. But yes, we had a really big day yesterday. It was a beautiful day out. It's kind of foggy and muggy today, but yesterday was beautiful. We spent most of the day outside throwing a baseball around. We played some Pictionary, which is always a hilarious time. I don't know if anybody plays Pictionary. It's just a fun game. Teeny Snail, it's wonderful. He is so soft. He'll just sit here getting petted. Aww. Shannon is now lurking like a champ. Lurking is greatly encouraged. We love lurkers. Do your thing, Shannon. We love you. Getting ready for work, unfortunately. Shadow is now lurking like a champ. Lurking is greatly encouraged. We love lurking. Do your thing, Shadow. We love you. And we also love Wolfie. Yes, that's true, Ness. That's true. Yes, I've seen pet rabbits. They are so cute. We had some when the kids were little, and they were incredibly cute. They weren't in the house though. They were out in a hutch out in the yard, and we would let them out every once in a while to just roam. Another stretch and posture check. Look, I won't complain. Thank you, Wolfie. I will not complain about the stretches. I really needed them this morning anyway. I'm all sore and stiff. Alright, everyone should be back from ads now. Those pesky ads. Actually, we have a quote for that, and I keep forgetting. There it is. It's quote 15. It is Teeny Snail. Teeny Snail's with us right now. Ads are made of ground Satan, like someone put Satan in a grinder, made it into patties, and that's how ads are made. They are quite pesky, but they are a necessary evil to stream on Twitch, so it is what it is. These were supposed to be outside rabbits, but they're too friendly. Mama is lurking like a champ. Lurking is greatly encouraged. We love lurkers. Do your thing, Mama. We love you. Going for a shower. And Remy, I did see you come in. Remy is also lurking like a champ. Lurking is greatly encouraged. We love lurkers. Do your thing, Remy. We love you. Welcome in, Remy. It's good to see you. Wolfie gifted a sub to Mama. Thank you, Wolfie. Thank you. I appreciate that. I know she does too. Robin is currently working on fish pond number 84 over there. Well, I don't have room for one more. That's fine. I'll throw those away. I don't feel like walking back. Oh, Wolfie, Mama. Mama had turbo already. But I do appreciate it. I do. Why is that? Why is the sheds not working right now? What? Oh, I see. We're saving up row. We're saving up row. We did one shed. That's what we did. Okay. It makes sense now. I remember. I remember. All right. So let's do the thing, right? What are we doing? Robin's working. We don't have any quests. We're going to the desert to get magic rock candy. That's what we're doing. And we can go ahead and collect oak resin. I don't think we need to increase our kegs just yet until we actually have too many ancient fruit. Currently, we don't have enough ancient fruit production to keep up with the number of kegs we have. And we're starting to run out of strawberries. So I think we can chill a bit on the keg making. We need to focus more on getting more ancient fruit to ripen. Although I think if I plant any more, it'll just be one more planting and that's it. Another posture check. Nice. But you're right. It's like it only takes me 30 seconds to start shrimping. Start crunching in my chair. All right. We've been to the desert. We've gotten our magic rock candy, which we do have 2 now. We are ready for a very strong skull cavern run at any point in time. Actually, let's just go ahead and buy the bombs. We'll just go ahead and buy the bombs now. And that way we don't even have to waste 20 minutes to half an hour going to the dwarf for bombs. We will have all of the time in the Stardew Valley day to do our next Skull Cavern run, which will be a 0 stairs Skull Cavern run, not even for infested floors or spiral floors. Eli's for science is still pending. So the next Skull Cavern run is 0 stairs. Ness, I've made a collection for the quiet mode streams so they're easier to find and return to if anyone wants to rewatch for relaxing. Nice. I have no idea what that collection means. Is that on Twitch? Does Twitch allow you to do like playlists with your VODs? That's news to me. Okay. Okay, well then I should go back and do that, huh? I should go back and do that, I guess. Okay, adding to the list. Twitch VOD collections. Head to videos, customized layout. All right. Koala Bear, what are you working on the farm today? We're really just kind of chipping away. We're into the end. We're towards the end of this challenge. So we're just chipping away at perfection goals here. And really the thing I'm working on right now the most is we want to get these magma sprites done. Whoops. And we want to get our friendships maxed out. So the friendships is pretty much at the top. Oh my goodness, Ginger heard the parrot noises from the other room. Ah, that is funny. I took the Parrot Express and Ginger heard. I do not use headphones. I just have my computer speakers on. I really don't like wearing headphones for more than a few minutes at a time. So Ginger heard the Parrot Express sounds go off. And now she is very much awake and ready to go. Okay, I'm a bit lost here. This is a lot of lava. We're just in it for the magma sprites. Nice. I believe we need about 20 more. Meanwhile, I wear headphones more hours a day than not. It's not comfortable for me. I haven't found a pair of headphones that are comfortable enough for me to wear for long periods of time. I'm sure I could find them if I was willing to pay, but I'm not. So I just deal with computer speakers, and I kind of like it. It's nice. My head is free. There's nothing there. Look at that dragon tooth just sitting there. We don't even need it. I'm still gonna go get it. Not going to get a free dragon tooth laying on the floor. That's blasphemy. Monster Slayer goal complete. Nice. That's it. That is our monster eradication goals done. I don't need to be here anymore. I only like the first version of Apple earbuds. Don't like change. It's the same as the old corded ones, yeah. Once you get used to something. Nice. So we now have an extra dragon tooth. Our monster slayer goals have been completed. And we'll go just double check to make sure. Whoop. Oh, here we go. Here's the band concert. Hi, Chill. Thanks for coming. My husband tries to buy the nicer ones for me with the silicone pieces, and absolutely not. I've worked in a lot of places where ear protection is needed. I've done a lot of construction. I've worked in a lot of warehouses, and I would just rather not have things on or in my ears if necessary. I've also done a lot of sport shooting, and you definitely need ear protection for shooting firearms. So any time I'm not doing something that requires it, I really prefer to just not have anything on my head. Bose Quiet Comfort. I have heard very good things about those. I'm not in the market for that budget. Well, our gear's loaded already. Looks like everything's set. All right, everyone, let's get in the bus. I'm starting to get really nervous. Off we go to Zuzu City. Okay, here we are. Wish me luck. Yeah, Koala. I know that I don't like to wear headphones at all. I would pay, hundreds of dollars for a nice pair and then still decide that I don't like to wear headphones at all. Yes, Teeny Snail, I do understand. I completely understand. I ended up getting daughter. I forget what they were. They were quite cheap though, I think they were called a ring earbud. And its entire purpose was just to lower the volume of the world, but it was adjustable, so you could have it be on a few different settings of how much loops. Teeny Snail, that's what it was. It was loops. Yes. And she did like them for a while, but again, after so long of wearing them, it got tiresome a little bit. Yes, the loops. That's what it was. They were very helpful. Very helpful. Hi everyone. We're from Pelican Town, and we're called Goblin Destroyer. Here we go. Yeah, they were very reasonably priced. They weren't expensive, and they did exactly what they advertised. They worked exactly as advertised. Sorry, I'm rocking out. I'm rocking out over here. Nessie is now lurking like a champ. Lurking is greatly encouraged. We love lurkers. Do your thing, Ness. We love you. Linus over here checking the dumpsters. Ooh, that was great. Nice work, guys. Really loved that heavy breakdown at the end. Honestly, I kind of did like that. That concert was rockin'. Thanks everyone, but you should really be clapping for Chill. Without his help, we'd never have decided what kind of music to make in the first place. I don't think I deserve any credit for this whatsoever. Just a quick conversation in their room while they practiced. That was that was my entire input. So you're like an honorary member of the band then. Don't forget to pick up one of our demo cassettes on the way out. Only 10 gold. That is the cheapest thing that I've ever seen for sale in all of Stardew Valley, I think. You should be charging more, Sam. Don't undersell yourself. That was good stuff. Chill's a groupie, yeah. That went well. Thanks again for coming with us. No problem. All right. And we got back exactly 10 minutes after we left. How about that? We're going up to the Adventurers Guild. Ember, welcome in, welcome in. How's it growing? Quick hello. Hope it's growing well with everyone here. Good here, Ember, good here. A bit of a slow start to the morning. Very sore and tired from yesterday's Family Sunday. I hope you're well. I hope you're well, and thank you for stopping in. It's always nice to see you. We are just checking on this to double check that we did indeed, yes we did, we finished all of our Monster Slayer goals. So perfection is now one step closer. If you ever need to use the item recovery service but don't want to run all the way out here, just give us a ring. Oh, we can do it over the phone now. Come back when you've got something to show me, kid. I killed all the magma sprites. Is that all I get? That I can phone in? Oh, Ember, it's no worries. Being sore is no worries for me. But yes, I am taking a bit of a slow rest day. Koala, do you have young kids? No, they're not young. They're not young at all. They're all grown up, pretty much. They're all out on their own, and we see each other. So I'll see or talk to some or all of them on Sundays. Whatever we can manage to make happen, we do it on Sundays. So yesterday I had middle son and young son and daughter over, and we threw a baseball around outside. We played some Pictionary. We had a nice meal, ImPondsible shepherd's pie, and we just hang out when we can. When old son can make it, he's 4.5 hours away. When he can make it every couple months, it's always wonderful to have everyone in one place. Good, cuddled with my rabbit. Now I'm eating a sandwich. Nice. Yep, that's the whole reward. Yeah. Emma on holiday out in a cafe, so can't hear you right now. Signal is bad, but hey guys. Hey Emma. Highly recommend cuddling with a rabbit and eating a sandwich, yes. 5 kids between 2 and 10. Yes. Just love them. That's really it. It's not that much more complicated than that, you know? Just love them with all you've got. It doesn't have to look pretty. You don't have to give them much beyond love. Believe me, I've never had the resources to give them much beyond love, and it has worked out just fine. Indolish. But yes, I've never had really anything to give them other than love, and it seems to have worked just fine. So that's my entire advice. Love them with everything you've got, unconditionally. Make sure they absolutely know without a doubt. It's just a fact. In their life, you are there for them. That's it. They don't have to know anything else. They just have to know that you're there, and you always will be. Alright, so let's look at our friendships now. We've maxed out our Monster Slayer goals. The wizard and the dwarf. Oh, and we can indeed give the dwarf another gift. So off to the dwarf we go. Whoops. Well, that was not... that was not what I intended at all. I don't know what I was thinking. Alright, who in town can we go talk to? George, Vincent. Sam is not maxed out. He would be up here with the rest of them if he was. It does look like he is, but it is a lie. It's going to be like 99 out of 100 or something like that. The heart is filled in, but he is not in fact maxed out. So Leo very well might be just over here in his tree. Let's go have a look. I'm not up on Leo's schedule, so I don't know exactly where he's going to be. Oh, there he is right there. Nice. Alright. We'll head down to Pelican Town and have a chat with George and Evelyn and whoever we can find. Sam, Vincent. We'll head on over to the wizard. These are the things that we are supposed to be doing right now. These are our current goals. Not right now, George, but thank you for the offer. Sitting down and watching TV does not actually sound like something I feel like doing right now. I think we're already maxed out with Penny. Haley is going to be a little bit behind because we can't give her prismatic shards. Let me check on Haley, see what she thinks of pineapples. Okay. All universal likes except vegetables. Okay, so let's check pineapples. Gifting. Haley dislikes pineapples. Darn it. Alright, so we'll just talk to her, and that's that. As long as we're making some forward progress at all times. That's it. Once we are... I think I've already maxed out Kent, but not Vincent. And I will check on Jody in a second. Be ecstatic but slightly alarmed if someone randomly gave me a pineapple. Yes. It is maybe a strange gift offering. Okay, Jody is maxed out. Kent is maxed out. Alright. So we're getting there with Vincent and Leo. Sam's not here. I honestly don't know where he is right now. Maybe he's on his way back from the library, to be honest. Maybe we should walk that way and see. Leah, Shane, Krobus and Harvey. Okay. But that is pretty much our entire goal right now, is to continue with the friendships. To get ourselves towards perfection, but also the recipe from Sandy, I believe, is the only one we still need. Yes, we still need the recipe from Sandy. Everything else we've already gotten. We just need to cook them. We're just waiting for a sea cucumber. Can we catch a sea cucumber at night? Sea cucumber. No, only during the day. So I just need to make sure we fish during the day tomorrow. Guess it'd be fine as long as they didn't hand it to me upside down. I've heard of that signal. Yes, I have heard of that signal. No, thank you. Alright, let's go up and try to find Harvey. I'm going to swing by the saloon just to see if anyone is in here. Shane is in here. Oh my goodness. There we go. Why do you stand here, Shane? Why do you stand here? I honestly don't know where Sam was. Was anyone coming back from Ginger Island? I think it's too late. I think they come back at 5. So they would already be here. Let's go see if Harvey is home. And then we will head on back, check out our algae and seaweed stock to see where we fish until we pass out tonight. There's Harvey. There you go, buddy. See ya. Alright, what do we got? We have enough for our next fish pond. We are low on seaweed. Let's think. Let's think a minute. I do want to go down to the wizard. He's very close. 1 prismatic shard and a chat might get us there. I don't know. And we'll get to Haley. We'll get around to Haley once we exhaust our prismatic shards, or once we get everyone maxed out. We will just be carrying around rabbit's feet, and that will be how we finish it out. Other than that, I mean, we're saving for the golden clock. I just need to cook this mango sticky rice, which I might as well just go ahead and do. Where did my mangoes go? Did I already put them in the fridge? Where have all my mangoes gone? Mama is back. Welcome back. I hope your nap was relaxing and you absorbed some love from us while you rested. Where did my mangoes go? Oh, there they are. Jeez. They were just blending in. Do I have room in a fridge to put them in? There we go. All right. Whoops. All right. So now, thought a shower would wake me up, but nope. Well, it was a good attempt, right, Mama? It was a good attempt. It was fair play. Okay, so we just need to fish during the day for the sea cucumber and fish during winter time for the squid. We'll go down, we'll see the wizard, and then we'll come back and fish till we pass out, I guess. Not much else going on. We will be cutting out all of those mahoganies to make room for more fish ponds. Haha, catch up to me, Rock. I love when you're going just this speed because it's the exact same speed that items fly through the air. So if you really wanted to, you could gather a bunch of stuff and then just run around the map with hundreds of things following you. I have always thought that might be funny to do. Okay, did that get us there with the wizard? It did indeed. Nice. That is one less time, one less place that we have to run around to. Wolfie, if you're still here, Mama says thank you for the gift sub. Okay, so we didn't end up seeing Sam anywhere, and it's too late now. So we'll talk to him tomorrow, hopefully, and get him maxed out. Everyone else we did indeed do. Very nice. Very nice. So the crafting will be finished in winter. We are going to have to go to the Ice Fest, which is early winter. We're going to have to go to the Ice Fest to get the next rare crow that I wasn't even bothering with because we weren't doing any farming. And once we put that down, then we should be done with that. We should get the deluxe scarecrow recipe, and then we can craft one, and that should be our crafting finished. We're just very close to everything right now. It's really about waiting for this golden clock and building all the fish ponds. We do need to check Mr. Queen's quest board every Monday for the extended family quests so that we can fish for Legend 2s. And that's about it. We're really wrapping this up. It's still going to take a while. It's still going to take some gameplay to finish all these fish ponds. But we can absolutely start goofing about. We can start decorating. We can start actually trying to do deep dive Skull Cavern runs. I would like to make one attempt at a staircase run. I've never really done it before, where we will start with at least 100 staircases and just go way down before we even start doing our normal routine. And we'll see how many prismatic shards, how much iridium ore stuff we can get. I would love to see us come back with a full stack of iridium ore one of these times. That would be pretty neat, I think. As well as breaking our record for the 11 prismatic shards, which is what I think our record is from the Market Farmer Challenge. And I believe floor 320 was what we made it to on the Market Farmer Challenge. So I've never done it before, but if we start the day with 100 staircases, I'm sure we will get much deeper than that and get many more resources. Oh, wow. Probably a super cucumber. I'm just a little off my game this morning. Still a slow start to the day. But that's fine. There's nothing that we're going to catch here that we actually need. The sea cucumbers, the regular sea cucumbers, not the super cucumbers, they can only be caught during the daytime. The rest of this stuff we're just selling. Early in the game, we did in fact make good use of the fish smokers. We did. I've gotten a bit lazy on it. The fish smokers are just sitting in a chest. And I've just been selling the raw fish because it doesn't actually amount to a game-changing amount of money anymore, right? An extra 500 to 1,000 gold is just no longer enough for me to worry about it. So I'm just selling the raw fish, and that's fine. I'm not that worried about it. Most of our money is coming from the row sheds and the kegs. We have lots of ancient fruit. We're making all of our ancient fruit wine. We should have some more ancient fruit. I probably should do one more planting of ancient fruit so that we can maybe increase the kegs. But it's going to be one full month. I think we can do it now. Within the next day or two, if we do just one more planting of ancient fruit, then we will get a few harvests out of it before the end of the challenge, and that will help propel us to the end. But either way, we're already looking at having our 10 million gold in another 5 weeks or so, whether or not we plant more ancient fruit. All right, let me mark down our fish till we pass out counter. There we go. So we're just working towards it. We're just working towards it. It's going to be about 2 months from now till the end of the challenge. There's our ladders and shafts. It is a neutral luck day, though, so we're not forced into it. Oh, Elliot, you placed a chair. I feel inspired today. I think I'll do some writing. What do you think, hun? I figured the room could use a little more decoration. He placed a chair. Good job, Elliot. Good job. I knew I left the living room open for a reason. Leah says, "Hi, Chill. Are you free this afternoon? I finally got my act together, and I'm doing my art show tonight in the town square. Come into town between 3 and 5 p.m. if you want to be there." That's highly specific. I'm not sure I'll make it. I'm going to be honest. No, we will eventually see it. Chill, the show was a rockin' success. I wanted to say thanks again for all your help in creating this amazing band. We couldn't have done it without you. Oh, maybe Sam was just never home yesterday because of that concert. Marlon picked us up last night. All right. We'll just sell the fish we caught and put everything away and get our day started. Got a couple artifacts, which I don't think we need. I don't think we need them. But might as well hoard everything, right? It hasn't hurt us so far. We've just needed a couple extra chests. There's been no negative impact of hoarding everything. At some point we might want to just sell things for a quick influx of cash. I'm just not sure it's going to make that much of a difference. Lynn, welcome in, welcome in. How's it growing? Good to see you. Alright, Mooshake, Moolity, and Maleficent have been petted. Tumnus and Nuisance have been petted. Noodle Gams has been petted, and Alan have been petted. We'll do our coop animals. Put that ostrich egg in there. The ostrich egg gives, I believe it was 10 mayonnaise from one egg. Wake up. Yep, good morning. Good morning. Good old Noodle Gams. Gets me every time. Reptar has been petted. Chickadee has been petted. Duck Vader has been petted. Sharptooth has been petted. Sir Exilot has been petted. Quackers has been petted. Snowy has been petted. Ribbits has been petted. Lizard has been petted. Hen Solo has been petted. And Nugget has been petted. Alright. Moving on. We'll take care of the fishies. Honestly, I'm not so sure. I think we need to go find Sam and make sure he gets his prismatic shard for the day. Other than that, we're pretty free. So I think we go plant more ancient fruit on Ginger Island. And then, maybe we just start decorating. I don't think we have any current goals that we can achieve other than socializing. And for the most part, we have gifted everyone twice this week already. So I'll just look at that. We've gifted them both twice. Leo has only gotten one gift. Mo, welcome in. How's it growing? It's good to see you. Shane, we could give another gift this week. And Haley's just going to have to wait. Once we run out of prismatic shards, I will pick up the rabbit's feet. We're just chilling here today, Mo. We are working on perfection goals. I've got the Monster Slayer Hunter completed. That just happened a few minutes ago. So we're really focused on socializing right now. Obviously taking care of the fishies as well. And Robin has indeed finished our next fish pond. Let me make up that marker here. 84 out of 101. So we do need to get her started on another one. Socializing, no thank you. Exactly. Let me make sure. Oh, I don't like that. Okay, so I guess we start over down here. This is our next row. We can fit one more there, and then we can come down across here. So the fish list is already done. It is in fact an aquarium. Yes, we have the entire fish list is only 73. I was completely mistaken. I accidentally used the expanded fish list when making the challenge. So I thought it was going to be 101 ponds necessary. It was only 73 ponds necessary. So the fish list is already complete. Every single eligible fish in the game is already in a pond. And now we're just stacking Legend 2s for the rest of them. Because I did promise 101 ponds. So now we're just stacking Legend 2s until we're done with the 101 ponds. Which is quite lucrative, of course, as you well know. Legend 2s with golden animal crackers are indeed quite lucrative. But we do also have ancient fruit in kegs for the money making. We are about halfway there to our golden clock. It looks like we're going to, how much money are you making on the daily? We're making about $1 million a week right now. It's not as much as I'd like, but it's acceptable. The fish ponds are not nearly as profitable as other methods, but we are getting there with it. We have this is Bim's natural habitat in here. we weren't planning on doing perfection, so this was our bachelor pad. This was the frat house in here. We weren't planning on doing perfection. We weren't planning on getting married. It was just a bed, a computer, a TV, and hundreds of kegs. So we are doing the ancient fruit, and but we did about halfway through the challenge. We decided that it was going to take a long time for Robin to build all these fish ponds. We might as well work on perfection in the meantime. So we did marry Elliot because he loves 4 ocean-related items. So it made sense. I'm not a huge Elliot fan. I think he is a bit purposefully deep and philosophical, and it bugs me a little bit. But he did indeed fit the challenge. And we needed that star drop, so it was a business arrangement. So that's that. We're just chilling. We're chipping away at perfection goals. Again, we didn't plan on doing perfection, so I need to swing by the Ice Fest during winter to grab the one rare crow that will unlock our deluxe scarecrow recipe. That's the last recipe for crafting that we need. We still need to max out Sandy to get the Tomka soup recipe. And we have a couple other things that we need to do for the cooking. Very little. Shipping is done. Obviously, fishing is done. Museum's been done. Sea cucumber. I need to go fish for that sea cucumber right now. Such a wannabe hipster. I'm so deep and thoughtful. No, you're not, poser. Honestly, I thought he was going to murder us out on the ocean. He took us out on the ocean and then told us he didn't like us anymore. I did not. I was not comfortable with that. We need squid from winter for the fried calamari. Once we get that, we might give a go at some magic bait fishing to get the squid earlier, but it's not going to matter. It is going to take us until late winter or early spring just to get all the fish ponds built anyway. So we are going to be here until late winter year 3 or early spring year 4 until we're done with both perfection and 101 fish ponds filled with every eligible fish in the game. So it's gone pretty well. We've just kept at it, and we're on our way out. We're on the home stretch right now. So we are very much just chilling. Every week we go check the Queen Quest board to see if we've got the extended family Queen Quest to catch more Legend 2s. And we're just chipping away at the socializing. Not my strong suit. Is Sam at work today? No, not my strong suit, but we did have quite a stack. I think we had 50 plus prismatic shards for the socializing aspect of things. Teeny Snail, you enjoy Stardew Valley content, yes? Do you also enjoy Dungeons and Dragons content? Just check out Mo when he's on. I think you might like it. He's actually a mod developer. He does mods for Stardew Valley. He's the one that created Grandpa's Tool Belt, among others. Do you enjoy D&D? Yes. Then Mo's your guy. Millie, welcome in. 55 stream streak. Thank you, Millie. Always wonderful to see you and your Jesus. Oh, Millie. No end of joy for that. Good job, Teeny Snail, good job. You'll enjoy it, you will. Also, Baldur's Gate 3. I'm not a big fan of Baldur's Gate 3 myself, but I do enjoy a Mo stream, so. Blood Rose, welcome in. How's it growing? Just got out of therapy? Good for you. I hope it was good for you. All right. We're looking for Sam. We're looking for Sam. I bypassed Leo already. And we're looking for Shane. Well, I know where Shane will be any second now. Good, Blood Rose. That's good to hear. Okay, Sam's in his room. Pretty sure we already gifted Vincent twice, yes. Sam's practicing, but that does count as conversation, I believe. Yeah, he's still not maxed out, though. He would be up here with the rest if he was. This is one of those times, so I play 100% vanilla unmodded Stardew, but these are those times where I would definitely benefit from UI Info Suite type informational mods, which would tell me the exact number rather than just the number of hearts. Those are the ones where I can definitely see myself using those types of mods. No, he is max. No, he's not. So that's the thing, is because of the way this works, he appears to be, he's probably like 99 out of 100. But I know that he's not, because if he was, he would be above Vincent. See how they're both at the same hearts? And the bachelors and bachelorettes that are maxed out are all grouped up here as high as they can be, and Sam is not with them. So I know for a fact that he is not actually maxed out. So this would be those moments where those UI Info Suite, like Leah as well, she's down here. So even though the heart is full, I know that she's not actually maxed out. So they can still decay. You get just under one more heart after the visual max, right? Right, so they can still decay because they're not maxed out. So I do need to still talk to them and possibly gift them one more thing until I can stop worrying about them, and then completely ignore them for the rest of their lives. For the rest of my life. Once I get them maxed out, I never have to talk to them again if I don't want to. Oh, that's right. I wanted to fish for sea cucumber before I do anything else. Just to get that lucky lunch cooked and just have it checked off the list, and I don't even have to worry about it anymore. Yeah, these are the times where I would be fine with having a mod. I still like just playing vanilla. You know what? Why am I fishing here? Why am I not getting petted by the fire while we fish? If we're going to fish in the rain, we might as well get petted by the fire while we do it, right? Get our pets in by the fire. Have a sip of tea. And fish for some sea cucumber, which I hope can be caught in the rain. But yes, we are getting very close with the relationships. We absolutely will have that done. Once we run out of prismatic shards, we'll pick our rabbit's feet out of that chest that we've just been hoarding there for the entire game. And then we also have some pearls, some golden pumpkins, some star drop tea. The star drop tea is our last resort for getting someone up. There it is. Once we get down to the wire, and there's still anyone that doesn't have full hearts, we'll deploy the star drop teas. British Mo, lurk for an impending work meeting. Mo is now lurking like a champ. Lurking is greatly encouraged. We love lurkers. Do your thing, Mo. We love you. Lucky lunch tortilla. Okay, so I need to make a tortilla. There we go. Done. So now we're just down to the fried calamari and the Tom Kha soup. Gotta love those Rach lambs. Alright. We have 2 recipes left to cook. One of which we still need to get friends with Sandy before she'll send it to us. So let's head into the saloon, as Shane will be there very soon, if not already. And we can try to find Sam while we're down in town. Oh, here's the Leah's art exhibit display. What am I trying to what word am I trying to think of here? Chill, you're here. Okay, I guess I'd better introduce my pieces. Wish me luck. Okay, everyone. Hey, that's the one she gave me. Thanks for coming to my art show. As some of you know, I came to this town because I wanted to draw inspiration from the beautiful surroundings. This place really feels like home now. Okay, I'm going to introduce my sculptures now. I haven't named this one yet. She started out as an exercise in human anatomy, but I ended up seeing her through to completion. Her expression is intentionally unclear. Is she embarrassed, amused, pained? I'll leave that for you to decide. This one's called Post-Dimensional Null Space. It represents the boundary of human imagination. The shape and color came to me vividly when I was in a trance state exhibit or show. Yeah. Thank you, Michaela. Welcome in, welcome in. How's it growing? Teeny Snail, being here is such a lovely way to start the day. It really helps set the pace properly so there's less stress. That is such a wonderful thing to say, Teeny Snail. Thank you. I'm glad it helps. I really am. I enjoy it. All you wonderful folks in chat keep me company for a couple hours every morning, and it's a wonderful start to my day as well. I'm glad that's mutual. I've been calling this one Eggheads. I wanted to create an animatronic humanoid statue to toy with the viewer's ability to properly attribute personhood to a physical entity. And the last one is called Wood Sculpture 3. It's a celebration of my favorite sculpting material, wood. That's the same one that's in my house. Of course, your streams definitely add to my life. That is just an incredible compliment. Thank you. Well, those are my sculptures. Oh, one last thing. I'd like to say thanks to my special friend, Chill. Leah, we have nothing going on. Elliot, there's nothing going on. He gave me the idea for this show and the courage to go through with it. I know that sounds cheesy, but it's true. I'm proud of you, Leah. Events like this really breathe life into our little town. Shut up, Lewis. I don't want to hear it from you. I love your art, Leah. Post-dimensional null space is my favorite. Demetrius, I hate to agree with you about something, but it is also my favorite. Thanks for doing this. Excuse me. Thanks, everyone. I do. The post-dimensional null space is my favorite here. Now let's start the bidding on these wonderful art pieces. A marvelous addition to your home. Do I hear 5,000 gold for the pink one? There isn't a pink one. Lewis, stop. Stop it. Millie likes the girl statue. I mean, they're all neat in their own way. I don't even know what it was about that purple tentacle thingy that I really enjoyed it. Okay, Alex is not here, but maybe he will be here later? Or not Alex, sorry, Sam. I think I've already given her 2 gifts. Yeah. I'll just talk to Krobus real quick. I know I already gifted him twice. At least I think I did. Yeah. But the chats can still work. Every point counts. Tentacles, yes. Now, Millie. Now. Alright, we already gave Sam 2 gifts. And Vincent, I'm pretty sure we also already gave Vincent 2 gifts. Okay, we've already been here. Krato, welcome in. How's it growing? Is this a Millie friend? Okay. On my way home. Nice. Be safe. Nice, Teeny Snail, nice. That's Millie's boyfriend. Ooh. Alright. We do have an ad break coming up. For anyone that's not currently subscribed, please turn down your volume. I know I can be a bit quiet. I know the ads can be a bit loud. I'd hate for them to come in hot and blow out your eardrums. You're not going to miss anything. I'm going to go refill my tea and take a short break as well and bring the birds in. So the ads are 3 minutes. Turn your volume down now. They're coming in 10 seconds, and I will see you in a few minutes. What do we got going on here? Millie misbehaving? No, never. Never. Need a nap once I'm home, exhausted from my appointment. Well, you are in the right place. Yes, Teeny Snail, lucky for you, we have just the thing for that. Yep. So innocent. 100% innocent. Professor heading home from work early today. Nice. We'll see everyone later on. Cozy Chaos crew later today. Yes. Score. I'll just do this real quick just to... Professor and Shadow and Star Scout. They do a Stardew co-op farm, and it's just a rip-roaring good time. It's a great time to hang out with them. So check them out. Go ahead and follow Professor, and you'll see when him and Shadow and Star Scout go on later today. It's always a great time. Alright, we are back from ads, though, so I can go ahead and turn that off, and we can get back to the game where I don't even know what I'm doing right now. We maybe go look for Leo. Yeah, that is it. That is it. Professor, did you say pss, pss, pss to your kids? I won't stop asking. They don't respond, sadly. They just look at me weirdly. Alright, so really we're just going to look for Leo then. It's raining. I'm going to guess he's in his tree then. Hey, birds. Yeah, Fred and Ginger are here. They are here. There he is. Nice. Hey, Fred. Hey, Fred. It's a bit of a dark and gloomy day here today. Fred seems a little confused at why the sun is not actually out. Hold on. Whimsy, can't hear. Love you all. Hope you're having a great stream. Chill. I'm just going to respond to Whimsy here a second. And then I'm also going to give the birds a kiss, because Fred seems like she needs a bit of love. I'm gonna be honest about that. Maybe if we screech at it, the sun will appear. Maybe. I don't know what the bird logic is, you know? 1 second. Just a couple quick kisses. Yeah, I don't know what the bird logic is, but it can definitely be funny to think about. I mean, I have no context for what she's thinking, you know? I've known her for a couple years, and that is the only context I have, just from watching her actual behavior. We have 122 oak resin. we could make a bunch more kegs. Elliot seems to be happily redecorating. See, he made one whole chair. He put down one whole chair here. Happily redecorating. I don't want to fill this with kegs, but we can fill the basement with kegs. We just don't have enough ancient fruit to even do it. So what we can do here is make some more crystallariums, fill them with jade. We'll just do 10 more. We'll fill them with jade, and just prep for when we do an actual big Skull Cavern run with staircases. Again, I've never done it before, so we'll just see how that goes. Birds are superstitious. They've scienced it. Catastrophe, welcome in, welcome in. How's it growing? Good morning. We'll do that. We'll do 10 jades. And we will make an attempt at a staircased Skull Cavern run one of these times, later on down the road. Nice. We are very much just cruising down the home stretch of this challenge. We completed our monster eradication goals this morning. We are on track for the cooking. We just need the squid from Wintertime and the tomka soup from Sandy, and then we're done with that. And we are very much working on our relationship goals here. So we're just cruising down the home stretch. We are not far away from starting to decorate things. Elliot watching a TV from the back, that's not even turned on. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. A blank screen, watching it from the other side. What we can do, though, we can check out how much road do we have. I think this is enough to just go ahead and say we'll go ahead and do a run. Crimson Fish and Son of Crimson Fish. Okay. Lava Eel, Super Cucumber. We'll just do this then for the rest. Seems ready to decorate at least a whole chair. Yes, he did. He placed a chair. He seemed very proud of himself, and therefore I am proud of him, right? If it's enough for him to be proud of himself, then it's enough for me to be proud of him. And even though this may seem a little sarcastic, I'm going to go ahead and say that leads us into the pinned comment of the day. Failure is a necessary ingredient for success. It is not something to be ashamed of. Go out, fail proudly, and fail loudly. You absolutely cannot succeed without failing first. You cannot succeed without being comfortable with failure. It is a necessary part of everyday life. Get used to it. Embrace it. Enjoy it. Laugh at yourself. Failure is not something to be terribly upset about. Certainly a step up from writing about a chair. Fair point. That is a fair point. Alright, so we've got that shed going. This shed's going to be done in another day or so. And what else? What else? We could go chop down Cindersap Forest for a while for some wood. I'm gonna want to make a lot more flooring, more pathing. So we are going to need more wood. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else. We currently have 6 more Legend 2s. Actually, speaking of which, I need to put one in. Do I have any golden animal crackers? I do not. Whoops. There we go. Teeny snail stretch and posture check. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my. Thank you. That goes for everyone. I know. Every time it goes for everyone. I'm going to have a sip of tea while I'm doing a bit of a posture check here. And while Fred sings for us. Okay, shrimp will be cooked and eaten on site. What's going on over there? All right, yeah. Well, it's already 11:20. Let's just fish till we pass out over here. Oh, look at that. That is a perfect spot for it, too. Is that your day? Is that your day's plan? Millie, do you usually eat shrimp not on site? That's an interesting question. Get some seaweed. Actually, no. This is not the place. I keep forgetting that we set up that little spot back at the house so that we can get our pets by the fire and fish till we pass out while I sip my tea. This is a whole routine. may in fact be something that I need to bring with me. Just carry an auto petter with me at all times, so that wherever we are, we can get pets while we fish till we pass out. Honestly, don't eat shrimp very often, but if I see a giant one because we have poor posture, mistakes will be made. Oh boy. So it's me staying safe. You're keeping me safe is what it is. Thank you. I appreciate the concern for my safety. Mama, if only you could see Lynn's cat. She heard the birds and is looking at your overlays, waiting for them to move. Oh my gosh. That's funny. That's funny. Thank you for that, Mama. That's a wonderful visualization. Well, I'm glad we can provide the cat with some entertainment as well. It is funny when I'm like editing my videos, editing my shorts and such. Fred and Ginger will hear themselves, and they will go nuts as well. I'm not sure if it's confusion or if they think they're hearing a different bird because of the speakers. But they get very riled up when they hear themselves playing on the computer. I do what I want, Dad. She will not take her eyes off the screen, says Mama. Yeah, that is cute. That is cute. Oh, I missed it. And there's our pass out. Hey, Fred. Hey, Fred. Hey, Ginger. Let me mark down the fish till we pass out counter. As long as she stays on that side of the screen. Ladders and shafts and luck. And it's a good luck day. You know what? I think that's good enough. We don't really have other things going on in our life right now. We're really just waiting for things right now. So I think we do it, right? It's good luck. We've got extra luck and ladders and shafts. We have 2 magic rock candies in a chest. I think we go for it. Eli is not here, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to throw a marker in, and we'll do our no staircase. We'll do our no staircase. I won't use the magic rock candies. We'll do our no staircase run today. All right. So let's go. So we will just use the spicy ale and triple shot espresso. Looks like we need to cook up some more ginger ale. No staircases. All right. This will be interesting. I don't think it'll be that different. Just because we only ever use 4 or 5 staircases anyway. But, you know, here we go. Usually what I'll do, if I forget staircases, I will craft one out of stone immediately once we're down far enough. So it's not like we never start with no staircases. We do, but this time we are also committed to not using one at all for the day. So let me mentally prepare myself for this. Have a sip of tea. Really bare bones. Just go in with our spicy eel and triple shot espresso and pineapples. Our Infinity Blade Crusader Meow Mirror. Our pickaxe. She does them a baby. Yeah, that sounds very, very cute over there. Let's go. Haven, welcome in, welcome in. How's it growing? I'm doing alright. I'm a bit slow today, a bit sore, a bit tired. Had a nice big family day yesterday. It was a beautiful day outside. We were all over the place. So, I'm just a little... Oh, the no staircase run, starting with an infested floor on floor 1, guys. Is this what today is going to be? Oh, Eli. Yes, Fred. Me too. Me too. Yes, Teeny Snail. It has definitely already been interesting so far. Thankfully, we do have our Meowmere Infinity Blade. Things are not terribly hard to kill. Still annoying. I'm getting this free coal, buddy. If I have to spend another minute in this level, I'm getting that free coal. I'm also getting that free quartz. You cannot stop me. What did I just hear a serpent? I did. But we did kill everything, so I'm moving on. So this was Eli's for Science Redeem. Was a no stairs Skull Cavern run. Not one staircase can be used. He's not here at the moment, but we will go ahead and highlight it. And that way they can watch it back later. I'll just publish the link to the Discord, and if anyone does care to come back and watch it, they can. But it'll really just be there for Eli. Fishy Rosewater, welcome in. How's it growing? We're doing really well, actually. We've completed our Monster Slayer goals already this morning. And we are very close to our relationship goals. We are very close to our cooking goals. We are well on our way to our 10 million gold for our golden clock. We're looking to finish this challenge during late year 3 or early year 4. And so we're getting into some silly stuff here. We're doing a no staircase Skull Cavern run right now. We did a completely buffless Skull Cavern run last week, which went much better than I thought it would, to be honest. And we are probably going to do a good few Skull Cavern runs towards the end here. We'll do some decorating days. We'll do some fun runs. I just made some more crystallariums with more jade, so I've never actually tried a full staircase run. I'm not really wanting to do a full staircase run. What we'll do is we'll just start the day with 100 straight up staircases, and then we'll go from there. Oh boy. No staircases. We've got to just do it. Whimsy gifting 1 sub to the community. Bim got it. Oh, that is sweet. Whimsy, are you here? Are you listening? Are you hiding in a bathroom? Thank you, Whimsy. That's wonderful. I'm glad Bim got it. He is a sweetheart. And you are a sweetheart for doing that for him. That's really nice. Whimsy did a drop and run. Honestly, I don't even know if she can hear me right now. But that is very sweet. Whimsy also streams. I don't know if there's anyone here that didn't know that. But this is just such a wonderful community of streamers. And the 100 biddies. Thank you, Whimsy. Whimsy is just wonderful to be around. She's a sweet friend. If anyone didn't know, it's a funny story. Whimsy was my first human follower. I had a couple bot scammers, and then Whimsy came in. Maybe it was my first stream ever. I'm not gonna lie, it was quite early. Okay, bye Whimsy, love you. And we've just been hanging out ever since. So, absolutely adore Whimsy. Give her a follow if you haven't already. She doesn't stream on a normal schedule. And she doesn't necessarily stream the same game twice in a row. But it's always a blast. Yes, besties for life. Just an absolute blast. Love Whimsy. Everyone follow her right now. Yes, do that, do that. Millie's maybe a little bolder with the language than I am. But highly recommend. So thank you, Whimsy. Thank you, Whimsy, for everything, really. And thank you for the community sub and the 100 biddies and the boopable snoot unicorn posture check. Absolutely. You know I love me some boopable snoot unicorns. And a stretch. I literally told her I was going to raid her and this silly goose was still surprised. Yes, I'm very, very thankful for your presence, Whimsy. I hope you have a wonderful day. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. They cannot even touch you. Right? They can't even. I don't know if you still think about that meditation I sent you, but I do. I'm not lying. That thing got me through some hard times. Making me break out the pickaxe in here. Haven is now lurking like a champ. Lurking is greatly encouraged. We love lurkers. Do your thing, Haven. We love you. Have a great one. Here we go. Eat some pineapple. Have a wonderful day, Whimsy. Thank you for stopping in, as always. So the staircase skull cavern run is going pretty poorly. The no staircase skull cavern run. We did get an infested floor on floor 1, and we've already had another prehistoric floor as well. The cab is taking its sweet time to pick you up. Oh, well, I'm glad we're here to keep you company while you wait. At least there's that. Some small consolation. Words are hard. I hope they arrive soon and get you home to your bed. Alright, we need our spicy eel and our triple shot espresso. Spiral floor with no staircases. Here we go. This is the first one of the day. So EP, I'm almost falling asleep in my wheelchair. Millie, yep, absolutely. Get home to that bed. Make some tea. Grab your blankets. Ah, nice, a shaft. Get comfy, get cozy, and take that nap that you so well deserve. And we'll be here. We'll be here with you. Alright, I mean, if we get a little bit lucky, we can make it to decent floors here. But those, this is really proving the point that even just having 4 or 5 staircases makes a very big difference. That was a 15 floor one. Was up at 5 a.m., couldn't sleep. EP now, 15:47 there, yeah. Nice. Yeah, this morning actually I was so tired from yesterday that I slept in all the way up till my alarm and then even stayed in bed after my alarm. That is how tired I was this morning. All right, I think we're just selling these. Selling that. I do want the cinder shards. I want to get those clown shoes. Kimmy going to help you? I'm gonna wait for that. We do want to make our iridium bars and sell them. Oh, there's a staircase. There's also a staircase. I do want to keep an eye on iridium nodes that I've placed bombs next to, just in case they spawn a prismatic shard before I run down the stairs. Like that. Just like that. Our first prismatic shard of the day, 4:30 p.m. Not bad, not bad. Get away from me, you stinking serpent. Oh, never mind. Come here. If you're going to give me a staircase, come here. There is a ladder down there. I just want to bomb this iridium real quick. Woke up at 6 a.m., which is good. That's what time I wake up when my circadian rhythm is normal. For me, 6 a.m. is my last-ditch alarm if I haven't woken up and gotten myself up before then. My normal circadian rhythm is that I get tired around 8 p.m. and I'm usually asleep by 9 and up at 4. So the 6 a.m. alarm is a real last-ditch effort. Today was one of those days. The 6 a.m. alarm went off, and I laid in bed for a good half hour, 45 minutes afterwards. I just was not feeling getting out of bed today. Oh no, not again. Make sure that room is clear. I like to go to bed early and wake up early. Oh my gosh. Billy, I normally am up at 7, latest 10. This is when I don't have to go anywhere, yes. Fishy Rosewater, that is so different to my sleep patterns. We're all very individual, aren't we? We each just have our own thing, and it takes a long time to figure that out. Now, keep in mind, I was working night shift up until just recently, and that is like the opposite of my natural schedule. I can't reach the bat from there. So night shift, I was working night shift for years, and it was what I had to do at the time. I really don't want to do it again. Go to sleep at 2 a.m. at the earliest. Yeah, no, we're all different. We all have our own schedules. There we go. We ran out of coffee. Also, with insomnia, don't have a sleep schedule. Unfortunately, my body sleeps when it allows me to. Yeah, I'm glad that you can be here and take naps sometimes. I'm glad that we can help out with that. I've never in my life had a problem with insomnia, so I really don't know. I have trouble sleeping. That's not even close to what you deal with. For me, when I have trouble sleeping, I will usually get back up and do something, and then give another attempt later. Insomnia is the worst. I know there's quite a few people in here, quite a few people in chat, and that stop in every now and again that have insomnia, and I'm glad that I can be of some help for sure. That was never the intention of this channel, but if that's what it is, then I'm very happy to have been some help. We were talking about this earlier. I never intended for this to be, I always intended for this to be a chill place to hang out, right? But the whole napping thing just took me by surprise. Everybody was saying, hey, I had a good sleep. And so it just became part of the channel now. Teeny Snail, my sleep pattern gets really erratic sometimes. Something beyond insomnia wrong with my sleep, but it's not worth the money to find out what, since we have a treatment that works. Well, there's that. If you have something that does work and you're comfortable with it, the way it is, it's one of those, yeah, don't mess with it if you've already got it figured out kind of things. Alright. Just wanted to clear up some inventory to not bother, so it wouldn't bother me for the rest of the run. Oh my goodness. I almost feel like this is more infested floors and prehistoric floors than I have ever seen in a day. I think this is 5 now, maybe even more. The very first floor was an infested floor. We had 2 in a row there. One, yeah, I think this is 5. I think this is 5 so far. Count with Chill. And today on your episode of Counting with Chill, where we count infested floors in the Skull Cavern. Chill Gardening Combat Edition. I like that. We do have the Evil Combat Farmer run as one of the potential next challenges. Millie gets to choose, though. Millie spent 50,000 acorns for the right to choose the next challenge. Only time I get good sleep is when I'm sick. Then I sleep way too much. Yeah, but that sleep doesn't really, like, it definitely feels good, right? But it doesn't, when you're sick, it doesn't really quite feel as restful, because you still wake up tired. It's obviously necessary. Being sick, you need lots of rest for your body to fight whatever it is you're going through. But I just feel like it doesn't... You don't wake up feeling rested with 6 sleep. Sleep most sick or having a bunch of pain, yeah. Let's see if we can... Oh, it didn't place the bomb. Let's see if we can get a staircase from this. There we go. Those spiral floors. I was wondering if that was going to be the one that we actually have to go the whole way to the middle. Take Ambien and have a bedtime routine. It should be very strict about. Kind of fell off for a while. I will say that is one thing... Over the years, I did learn to keep a strict bedtime routine. It definitely took some time, like decades, right? But working a night shift job really drove it home how important it was. Because I had to figure out how to go to bed at 7 o'clock in the morning. Didn't bring the stairs? No, this was Eli's for science routine. This is a 0 staircase. I'm not allowed to use any staircases, so that's why this is taking so long. That's why it's not going so well, because we've had so many infested floors on the very day that I'm doing a 0 staircase skull cavern run. It just so happened to be today. But we did get luck and ladders and shafts, and it was a good luck day, so I figured we might as well. We don't have a lot of other things going on right now. We've completed most of our goals. And I had already gifted everyone twice this week. Stardew said, bet, no stairs. Yep. It was basically just taunting me to do it. No, Eli redeemed the for science. We were going to do it at some point anyway. So today was the day. And it's going, I guess, about as expected. I feel like it's a little worse than I expected, just because we got kind of bad RNG for the infested floors. But that's our 3rd prismatic shard, so not terrible. Definitely not good. Okay. So what? This is probably it, right? I'm gonna wait for this. It's 1:40 a.m. We're at 169. Inventory's full. I probably should have kept that pink cake for Haley, to be honest, but whatever. Please look through the thing to see how many infested floors, because I'm curious. Not the worst. Not the worst. There we go. 177. We got a few prismatic shards. Yeah, not the worst. Not terrible. I think without that, let me put another marker in to denote the end of that. All right. Yeah, I've marked it out. I've marked the beginning and I've marked the end. So after the stream is over, I will highlight that and I'll post that to the Discord so that Eli can watch it back later if they want to. Alright, now we do the actual Skull Cavern run. We already did that. Now we do the actual Skull Cavern run with our magic rock candy. Okay? And you know what? Oh no, we don't have, there's not more jade there, and we are currently out of jade. So, we'll just go ahead and get cleaned up here. Right, it was 3 prismatic shards, and it was very average. It was very average. We're just going to sell those. We're going to grab our staircases. And we're going to grab our magic rock candy. And then we are going to head back to the dwarf. I would like a little bit more than 200 bombs. Cabs here, have to put you in my pocket while I'm going home. Millie is now lurking like a champ. Lurking is greatly encouraged. We love lurkers. Do your thing, Millie. We love you. Alright, so we do have our magic rock candy today. We're gonna wait until 10 a.m., 11 a.m. to go ahead and pop the first one. I don't think we do the full staircase today. Teeny, welcome to Millie's Pocket. Honestly, Teeny, it's not that far off from where we've been before. If you've ever watched a Millie stream, we get abused. We get abused in Millie's stream. We get put all over the place, knocked off the table, smacked by the cat. So I'm pretty familiar with it already. You can't deny it. Alright, let's get our desert warp totem. And you know what? Let's not go to the dwarf. We'll just craft more bombs on the fly. We'll just craft more bombs on the fly. We just want to go. We just want to go here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do just like 20 staircases, something like that. Not all of them. Okay, in pocket now. Warm and cozy, don't worry. Now Millie's lurking. I think we'll do like 25. I don't want to use the whole stack. Auto petter. I think that's actually, let me check. That is auto petter number 8 for this run. That's auto petter number 8 for this run. Is that one going in the trash can? I think it does. I think that is our 8th auto petter. We just don't need that many auto petters. See ya. Let's go. Red cowboy hat. I'm not sure if I have a red one yet. Gonna be honest. I'm gonna keep that. I think we'll do a few more ladders, a few more staircases, right? I got off of it because we had those treasure floors. Alright, I think that's it for that. I don't find that fun. But we did do 25 or so, we should get a little bit deeper today because of that. We do have ladders and shafts on an Iridium Luck Day. We're going to be popping magic rock candy here in a bit. And we did use 25 ladders, 25 staircases just right off the bat. So we should indeed get deeper than normal. And we have the staircases for infested floors and such. Why am I not getting one here? There we go. That was pretty wild. There's a shaft. Alright, so excuse me, sir. We are at floor 50 at 8:50 a.m. I mean, the staircases definitely work, right? that is the thing they do. They get you down. Oh, there's our first prismatic shard at 9 a.m. Oh boy, this could be the one. Oh, Fred and Ginger are just being so cute. I'm not sure they know how to not be cute, but the cloudy, dark, glum day has them feeling very nappy. So they're just sitting right in the middle of the cage, all fluffed up on their perch. Ah, there is a staircase already. Alright, it's just a minute until I pop that first magic rock candy, and then we should start seeing the shafts pick up as well. And the prismatic shards pick up. And the treasure floors pick up. Everything should pick up a little bit once we start that magic rock candy. Oh, see, these freebies cost time. It's like they're supposed to be helpful, but they make the whole day take longer. There's another prismatic shard. And here's our magic rock candy point right here. And we'll re-up our triple shot espresso to keep us zooming. Oh, I thought for sure that was our third prismatic shard. That was only number 2. Right by the entrance. Just moving along. We are going to hit floor 100 right around noon, maybe just slightly after noon, so we're a little bit ahead of pace. Not as ahead of pace as I would have thought for using 25 staircases. But now that we have our magic rock candy, we should start making a little bit faster progress. There's number 3. Okay, so 3 prismatic shards before noon. That's not bad at all. There's the stairs over there. Do the staircases stay? What do you mean? Do the staircases stay? I'm confused by the question. I don't know how to answer it. The ones we can make, do they stay if you put them down, or can you remove them? What? Oh, I'm still confused. If we put down a staircase, it creates a ladder there. So if you, the only thing you can do is go down the ladder. That's the only interaction you can have with it after that. I am definitely bombing this over there before I go down that. Okay, alright, I'm glad I answered it because I was confused as to what you were asking. Yeah, once you put the staircase down, it's down. There's the only thing you can do with it is go down the ladder. Cauliflower seeds. I am gonna wait for this bomb to go off. There we go. Yeah, no, they're just stackable. They're just stackable. And then, so you, however many you have, that's how many floors you can go. Purple slime egg. Do we need to start throwing stuff away? Yes, we do. Ah, we don't need those iridium sprinklers either. All right. Moving along. Floor 111 at 1:30 p.m. I was really hoping, I mean, I know I didn't use a ton of staircases. I was hoping for them to have propelled me a little deeper, a little faster, but this is still going to be a very good run. I'm just hoping that we get down to those deeper floors and get ourselves some prismatic shards. This, interestingly enough, this Skull Cavern run is all about making friends. May seem a little funny to say, but currently that is what the Skull Cavern runs are for, is just to make friends with people. So we're down here getting blasted in the face by bombs and slashing our meow mirror at serpents just so that we can make friends with Sandy, really? Use an elevator mod because I hate having to keep starting level 1. Yeah, I know that's a very popular mod. It is. And it definitely, like, the reason I even ended up with this strategy of doing Skull Caverns was because I don't like doing Skull Caverns, right? So, ooh, crystal shoes. Crystal shoes. Check out those bad boys. I mean, ours are still kind of better, but... Ooh, fancy. Look at those crystal shoes. I don't know, I might wear them just because they look cool. Look at that, and they match my outfit. Oh my goodness, they match my sword. Check that out, yeah. It almost looks like I'm running around in socks, but I am not. I assure you, they are crystal shoes. Oh, there's a shaft. All right. I mean, they're not significantly worse than my shoes, right? It's just one less defense, but it's one more immunity, which I don't think actually matters for me. I just think they look cool. Did I lose my coffee? I did. just keep moving. Trying to get deep today. I think we're on a good pace. When it's early in the day, I struggle to really envision where we'll end up, you know? Oh, I'm bombing the crap out of this. There's another prismatic shard. There we go. Oh, I caught myself. I almost went down that ladder, but there was a shaft there. We do have an ad break coming up. Lofty, welcome in, welcome in. I'm just announcing the ad break coming up here. We do have an ad break coming up. If you're not currently subscribed, please turn down your volume. I know I can be a bit quiet. I know the ads can be a bit loud. You're not going to miss anything. I'm going to go refill my tea. I'm going to grab a snack, and I'll be back in 3 minutes. Welcome in, though, Lofty. It's always good to see you. So if you are not currently subscribed, please turn down your volume. The ads are coming in 10 seconds, and I will see you in a few minutes. Well, that was nice. Made myself a little impromptu garlic bread. Just drizzled some oil and a quick dash of garlic powder. Just absolutely delicious. So easy, so fast, so simple. Excuse me. Alright, just a few seconds left of the ads. I did refill my tea, so it's nice and hot. Hey birds. Hey birds. Hey Fred. Hey Ginger. Everyone should be back from ads now, so we can go ahead and get back into it. I did refill my tea. I made myself just a quick little garlic bread. Just some walnut oil and a little bit of garlic powder. Just real quick. Smashed it down in the kitchen. Welcome back. How's it growing, Lofty? kind of tea today. Oh, let me remember. Hold on. It's elderberry, lemon, immune, and stress. You know what? I'm just going to go to the daily cup of tea. No, honey lavender stress relief. Sorry, I was way off base. Monday, but I shall not let that deter me from doing my best. Yes, I'm very much in that same position. Today has been a very slow start. Yes, honey lavender stress relief. It is delicious. I love lavender. I love everything about lavender. I love it for cooking and tea, and also just having it in the garden and giving it a nice whiff every now and again. It's delicious, and it smells wonderful. But yes, Lofty, I'm having a pretty slow start to my Monday as well, and absolutely not letting it deter me. Alright, we're just going to go down the stairs. We're just going to keep moving. There's another prismatic shard. Lavender is very soothing, yes. Yeah, I know they have all kinds of like lavender-infused sleep-type items, pillowcases, stuff like that. And you can a few drops of lavender oil on your sheets or something like that. Oldest is allergic to lavender. Almost gave her lavender tea while she was sick. Ooh. Yeah, definitely. If it's one of those things, even if you really enjoy it, it might be safer to just not even have it in the house, you know? To prevent accidents. Thankfully, none of my kids had any major allergies. Middle son had some kind of sensitivity to artificial sweeteners. Only certain artificial sweeteners. We never really figured out why. It never really made any sense. We never really figured out why that happened. Lavender allergies are really rough. Yeah, I've heard of other mint type allergies as well. She's 30, so she joked I was trying to poison her. Yeah. Oh, okay. So this is not in the house anymore, right? Mixed pixie ears. Interesting, as artificial sweeteners set off my IBS. Welcome in. Welcome in. How's it growing? It's good to see you. Yeah, for him it wasn't digestive. He would get migraines after having artificially sweetened things. And it took me the longest time to figure out what it was, but as soon as we figured it out, anything artificially sweetened was gone from the house, and it just worked itself out. It wasn't a problem anymore. Interesting. I'm allergic to artificial sweeteners as well, some more than others. My theory is it's something with how it's processed. It's actually more common than you think. Okay, so I mean, keep in mind this was a while back, so but the doctors said it wasn't that no such allergy existed. Right? Like no one could tell us why that would be. And so we just lived with it. We would tell the school, artificial sweetener sensitivity, and they would pretty much roll their eyes at us. Oh, another auto petter. Yet another. That is number 9. That is number 9 of this run. We don't need it, though. There's just too many auto petters. I just don't see any other way my personal allergy would make sense because it's all of them. So for him it was definitely specific ones, but when we first found out that that's what it was, I mean, we couldn't discriminate. All artificial sweeteners were gone immediately, and we later found out, slowly but surely, that there were some that were okay, But at that point, why even bother, right? So at that point, it was always just maple syrup or brown sugar anyway, or honey. And why would I change back? Why would I ever change back? I love maple syrup and brown sugar and honey. So I never had any reason to change back afterwards. Oh no, I left a prismatic shard on the floor. No. Oh, there's another one. That's fine. My big two I can't handle are sucralose and aspartame. Yes. At this point, I can't even remember all the different names of things and which ones are which brand names. But, yeah, there was some that eventually we did find out he could handle. I think sucralose was one of the big no-nos. I think aspartame was okay. But I can't remember. We just turned off all of them and never did it again. Kylie and lavender, we determined it's a nightshade allergy. Raw tomatoes also make her sick. Lavender? I think aspartame is sweet and low. Hey, Ginger. Hey, Ginger. A nightshade allergy. Lavender? Hey, Ginger. Hey, Ginger. Lynn can't have anything with corn in it. Oh boy, that's like everything. But you're not in America, are you? Alright, we're at 227. We're really starting to see the iridium pick up here. It's 9:20 p.m. We should definitely see at least a few more prismatic shards for the day. I am going to have to craft some bombs here in just a second. Isn't most citric acid derived from corn as well? That definitely did not know that. Lofty says they're similar compounds. Okay. That's interesting. I never knew that either, and I'm a gardener. I did not know that that lavender had anything in common with nightshades. Oh my goodness, Lynn. So that's like a whole wide range of things that you can't have. That's awful. Oh no, we might run out of bombs. Gonna have to start rationing my bomb usage. That's never a good idea. Only know because my ex-girlfriend had a corn allergy. Oh. So I guess that's more common than I knew. I hadn't really heard of that one either. One thing that this is maybe a hot take. This may be slightly controversial, so brace yourselves. One thing that I've kind of postulated during my lifetime is that a lot of the allergies are not necessarily, I won't say the allergies, the sensitivities, like the gluten insensitivity, stuff like that, is not necessarily as much an allergy as it is a sensitivity to, let's say, wheat or gluten, as it is a sensitivity to how it's grown and processed. I've heard all kinds of anecdotal stories that, and I've had it myself as well, where eating one thing in one place is fine and eating it in another place is not fine. And I've always wondered to myself if it was like, instead of being a gluten sensitivity, it was more of a like a glyphosate residue sensitivity or something like that. I've always wondered this because I've grown food in the garden for most of my adult life, and I've never had an issue with any of it. And even to family members that have had issues with these very same plants can eat the stuff that we grow at home. And I've heard all kinds of stories about people traveling to Europe and eating plenty of fresh bread there and being perfectly fine, right? So I've always wondered if maybe it's something to do with glyphosate residue, but also something with processing. Like our manufacturing processes here are rapid. They're rapid manufacturing where the yeast does not process the flour for a very long period of time, you know? There's a distinct difference between allergies and sensitivities. Yeah. Can't have apples or oranges. Oof. I am an apples fiend. There's another prismatic shard. There's another prismatic shard. We're up to 9 so far. We're almost out of bombs, though, which is a problem. I'll jump down this shaft, and then we'll see what we can process. Apple and grape juice are in, I would say almost, apple juice is like the universal sweet juice to put in juice blends. You would be surprised, I mean, you probably wouldn't be because you're speaking of it, but people might be surprised by how much apple juice is in all of the juice, in the US at least. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're going to go ahead and make the mega bombs we can make as well. And I'm going to use those. It is 12:20, so the day is almost over. Oh, the coal is what's holding us back, though. One last bomb. Here's one a lot of people don't know, says Teeny Snail. Lactose isn't the only common dairy intolerance. The proteins casein, in my case, can cause major intolerance as well. If you're intolerant to aged cheddar, it's not lactose. It contains little to no lactose. I was lactose intolerant earlier in life, but again, that's an intolerance. And mine was just solely due to the lack of gut bacteria. Mine was not a biological, I was not intolerant to lactose. It was just that I couldn't digest it. I have definitely heard of casein sensitivity and intolerance. Mama can't have any seeded fruit or wheat or lactose. Okay, so we are now 100% out of bombs. We're also 100% out of coal. So, you know what? I don't need to be doing this on this floor. We can just run. I am going to hit the iron, though. And we can grab this coal. And then we can make a few more bombs. Just to finish out the day. Yes, Ginger? Yes, Ginger? We hear you. We do hear you. All right. Whoa, get me out of there. Lynn says hi. All right. It is 1:50. I'm just going to smack these iridium nodes real quick. There we go. Yep, Ginger has turned up her volume and she is now in full glory. Lynn has redeemed a kiss the birds. Just 1 second. There we go. Oh, it is wine day today. So between all of us, we can't eat anything. Yeah. I'm gonna give the birds some kisses for Lynn. I'll be right back. All right. The birds have been kissed. The kisses have been delivered. So let's get back to it. Yes, thankfully for me, the lactose intolerance was just a lack of gut bacteria. So what I did over the course of a year, I was able to just a tiny bit of milk every day, just enough that it wouldn't cause any problems. And over the months, every few weeks, I would increase the amount of milk. So over the course of a year, I slowly but surely built up that gut bacteria and was able to, I can drink milk now. I can just drink a glass of milk. I never had an issue with cheese or ice cream or butter or any of that stuff, just straight milk. I was always fine with yogurt. So that was nice though. I do enjoy a glass of milk now. Alright, what did we come home with? 10 prismatic shards, 620 iridium ore, not much of the other stuff because we used it to make bombs, but 1150 stone, another golden animal cracker. We did throw away a few auto petters. Otto, welcome in, welcome in. How's it growing? Good to see you. Mama, diet's so strict it's hard to afford to eat most months. That sounds like it, yeah. Teeny, we could maybe eat eggs from chickens fed a corn-free diet. Do we have any egg allergies? I have become more sensitive to eggs as I get older. I've eaten eggs all my life. And now I can still eat them, but only certain ways. They have to be cooked certain ways. What else do we have? Alright, so there we go. There we go. 10 prismatic shards from one run is not bad. It's not bad. I know exactly where that golden animal cracker is going. I am going to swap these boots back out. I do like how those boots look. They're very pretty. But I'm going to keep that little bit of extra defense. But we could get dressed up later. Once we're done with all of our fisherman stuff, we absolutely can get dressed up later on. To go do our decorating in style. Millie is home. Nice. Nice. Millie, if you're on a couch, on a chair, at a table, on a bus, on a train, or at your desk at work, you have my blessing to nap. It does work. Just close your eyes. Teeny Snail, I think we could have root vegetables besides potatoes. Oh, I love my potatoes, though. Do you have potato concerns as well? Alright, so we've done a couple Skull Cavern runs now. We can chill. We can cool it on the Skull Caverns. It is Monday. We can go check the Queen Quest board. Today is wine day anyway, so we will be going over to Ginger Island to harvest ancient fruit. Mooshake, Moolady, and Maleficent have been petted. Tumnus and Nuisance have been petted. Noodle Gams has been petted. And Alan has been petted. potatoes are a nightshade. Oh, fair point, fair point. Does that extend to are there compounds in the tubers that are the same compounds in the above ground parts? I mean, I wouldn't see why not. You're probably correct. I don't have any personal experience with that. I don't know anything about it. Hen Solo has been petted. Snowy has been petted. Lizard has been petted. Sharptooth has been petted. Okay. So who's the other one? Nugget has been petted. Ribbits has been petted. Reptar has been petted. Duck Vader has been petted. Quackers has been petted. Sir Exolot has been petted. And Chickadee has been petted. Kylie had no issues with cooked potatoes. Yeah, I had never heard of potatoes being included in the nightshade allergy, although they are very much a standard nightshade. Okay, we'll sell the rest. And we'll head on about our business. It is wine day, so the ancient fruit will be ready in the greenhouse here. And Robin should have completed our next fish pond, so we'll check on that while we're working on the fishies, while we're taking care of the fishies. So we can have cooked potatoes. Good, good. Cooked potatoes, pea soup, oatmeal. Those are like some of my staples. All right. We'll take care of our fishies. We'll get Robin on the next fish pond if she is in need of more work. Right, the mangoes went inside, and then we'll head over to. Hey! What? Fred's got a feather loose on her head. She looks completely goofy. Alright, I would imagine both row sheds are done. That's the problem with doing the Skull Cavern runs, is all these ponds have not been harvested for a couple days, and they don't stack up. It's not like the auto grabber in the barn. You either pick up what they have, or they don't produce anymore. So you absolutely have to harvest it every day. What's up, Fred? Meat is probably fine if prepared with safe ingredients. Do we have any meat allergies? I don't have any meat allergies, but I also don't eat meat. Just by nature of being a vegetarian. It has that side effect. Robin is indeed done with the next pond. So thankfully I don't have any soy sensitivities, because the ImPondsible meats are all, of course, soy-based. And for the people in my family that do still eat meat, when we all come together, it's nice to have something that they're going to enjoy. Alright, let's get Robin started on the next fish pond, and then we'll continue. Nothing there. Alright. Oh no, we need one green algae. That shouldn't be too hard. I saw my not a cherry bomb. The treasure hunter and the cherry bomb looked the same to me for a second. No meat, that's fine. We still have certain preparations of eggs and beans for protein. Yeah, for me it's pea soup. Pea soup and beans and eggs and yogurt and cheese. All the proteins. Oh wait, I shouldn't be here. I need to head down to the mines and fish up just one green algae. Whoops. I am just not on top of things today. But yeah, no, my diet... Oh, there's our green algae. My diet's pretty easy to keep under control. But I don't have these sensitivities and allergies like you guys do. But either way, for me, it's always just about finding what does work, like Teeny Snail is doing, right? Going through the whole process of finding out what is both acceptable, edible, and nutritious, and then just continuing to do that again and again and again. All right, are we going to be able to... Yeah, there's plenty of room there. We just need to cut out... Oh. Okay, actually that works out. We're going to have to leave these two out to be able to walk around this this hill. But this works. Alright, and let me go ahead and adjust our fish pond counter to 85. We have definitely made some progress. Alright. So we'll grab a Legend 2. Not that one. We'll grab a Legend 2. We'll grab a sign. We'll head on down, and then we'll head over to Ginger Island. There we go. Really enjoy a hypothetical dinner party. The rule in my house is everybody eats. That means it has to be safe for everyone. So there's sometimes, right, there's a couple different strategies there. Sometimes I will just cook one meal that I absolutely know everyone can handle and will enjoy. And then there's other times where I'll just cook different dishes for, for different proclivities, where we'll have a main dish that everyone can have, and then one dish that someone can't have, and another dish that they can have, just to make sure it's all fair. Dear Chill, thanks again for coming to my art show. It was such a success. I sold nearly all of my sculptures, and everyone was so positive and encouraging. I hope to see you again soon, Leah. The wizard sending us random gems. Harvey picked us up. Linus picked us up. All right. So let's head over to Ginger Island, harvest our ancient fruit. We will do our wine harvesting and selling. Carolyn is... I think Carolyn is maxed. Yes. Okay. Leo is not, though. He's close. He's close. Who else is here? Sebastian's here. He's maxed. He's been maxed out for quite a while. So let's harvest our ancient fruit. And we will also go ahead and plant one last planting. After this, planting more isn't gonna really make much of a difference. We're less than 2 months away from finishing this challenge. I mean, it would help future us if we wanted to come back and revisit the farm and do anything else that required money. Most of my post-challenge goals is just decorating with catalogs, which doesn't require any money at all. So So I'm not really sure what I would want money for at that point. Let me just rid the weeds here, and then we will go ahead and plant up. I know I have some more ancient seeds already. Okay, that middle one is a no-go. There we go. Okay, we had these set up. Everything got set up differently here. All right. Yeah, 43 seeds. I'm not going to process any of the ones that I have. It's just going to be 43. It's going to be a little wonky, and that's fine. There we go. All good. Let's go check the board. And see how we're doing. I know we have to have at least made a little bit of progress on perfection here. Okay, neither of these. I don't really want to do either of these, but we haven't done this one yet. So you know what? Why not, right? Why not? I probably won't even do it, to be honest. But why not accept the quest? Yes, we are at 87%. We absolutely have made progress here. That Monster Slayer hero was probably worth a good 10% or so. So much chattier from the birds today. Big opinions. Yes, they are. They're having a bit of a chat over here. So I think part of it is just that over the weekend, they were actually really mad at me for not streaming. They've gotten so used to the routine of me bringing them in here at 9:15 a.m. on the dot and talking to them for 3 hours straight. It was 9:25 yesterday morning, 9:25 a.m. They were out there screaming at me. They were so mad at me that I did not bring them in here at 9:15 and then talk to them for 3 hours. They were very mad that I wasn't streaming. They're going to have to get used to the fact that weekends exist. But yes, they were very mad about that. I don't think we need anything else here on Ginger Island. Alright, so let's go ahead and put that away. Put that away. And we'll go inside and do our wine. And then we'll head out if we still have time. This should be enough, actually. This should be enough, but I'm going to bring some strawberries just in case. We'll head out into town and gift people stuff if we still have time. The wine does take a hot minute here. Lofty, Dad, you have failed to supply our daily entertainment. We shall express our displeasure. Yes. Yep. There it is. Like, on cue. But yes, they were very mad at me. They have very accurate internal clocks, and I was 10 minutes late. That's why I endorse pigeons as pets. Even the loudest coos are nothing compared to Budgie Fury. I guess. Yeah, that's true. That's true. They are quite quiet and calm. Pigeons and doves. I might have to consider that for the next pets. I've heard a lot of people say that pigeons are actually quite pleasant. So maybe for the next go round, I'll do pigeons or doves. Yeah, see, the wine processing does take a good while. Does take a good few in-game hours to do 300 plus kegs. They do make lovely pets. They're a domesticated species, so they adapt very well to living with people. Nice. Yeah, I might have to consider that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love and adore Fred and Ginger. But when Ginger gets mad, sometimes I just have to leave the room because it's very loud. You know, it's louder than my eardrums can really handle sometimes if I'm too close to the cage and she's very mad at me for some reason. Usually giving them kisses completely fixes the issue, and I don't hear anything else out of it. But some days, like when she's molting really bad, you know, it's nothing that I've done and there's nothing that I can do. She's irritated for good reason. So there are some times where I just have to walk away because I just can't deal with it. That's quite rare. Usually she can be soothed. 674, 725, 745. Okay, not bad, not bad. But boy, when she really wants to scream, it's, you can't miss it. I might consider quieter birds for the next go-round. All right, let's head into town, and we'll gift some prismatic shards here. Actually, first things first, we need to gift one to Sandy. Before I go anywhere else, Sandy needs to get her prismatic shard for the day. One concession I am willing to make is that not all of the 101 extra ponds, not all the extra ponds have to be Legend 2s. We do have the other legendaries from the extended family quest. They can go ahead and get put in some of those ponds too. Alright, now we can go into town. Teeny, I will absolutely do pigeons again sometime. You know that alarm noise they make when they fly away? That comes from a specialized feather on their wings. It's not vocal. I did not know that. It kind of makes sense though, because it absolutely is. It matches their wing beats when they fly away. Lofty, I know, and I'm not looking forward to losing Fred and Ginger. I know it's coming, you know, in a couple years. But that's just part and parcel of having pets. Sadly, they are entirely part of your life, and so it's like mourning a family member when they leave. All right. Is he already asleep? I know he goes to bed early. Yeah, he's already asleep. Okay. So, we're looking for Harvey. Okay. And then probably just Krobus and the dwarf. It's getting pretty late. So everyone else is going to be heading to bed very soon. Vincent will already be in bed. Wait, did we max out the dwarf already? No. Yeah. So it's just Krobus and the dwarf. And Haley's just a whole different story. Once we're done with the prismatic shards, we'll get around to Haley. I just can't with her. Alright, so I think we just do this, and then take the mine carts to the mines. But yeah, we are still waiting on some more ancient fruit on Ginger Island. We have plenty of oak resin if we wanted to make more if we wanted to make more wine, but we just don't have the crops for the more wine. We don't have the stashed crops for that. Alright, there we go. Our next Skull Cavern run is already pre-purchased. I do need to go make some iridium bars to make up for that. And also ginger ale. There we go. All right. So let's make some iridium bars to sell from our Skull Cavern dives so that they pay for themselves at the very least, if not be profitable. Generally speaking, I don't feel like they are terribly profitable. We have all this other stuff as well that we could sell, I guess. I've just been selling the iridium ore because it's pretty much the most profitable one. I didn't feel like selling the gold bars was really worth it. They just don't seem worth enough to bother with. Alright. So that's going overnight. Let's just get a little bit of pets here. I'm going to have a sip of tea while we get pets by the fire. And then I will, I believe, go fish until we pass out in the mines for the green algae. Yes. We do have those row sheds. We'll take care of that tomorrow. Oh, no. Oh, that is actually a problem, though. That is actually a problem. I don't think I'm going to make it 5 floors very quickly here. I shouldn't have done that. We need the algae. So actually what we'll do is we'll just fish on the lake. We'll just fish on the lake. That's what we'll do. And we will hope and pray for algae. Which means I should be fishing by the shore, shouldn't I? So that we get more trash. I never did end up making the recycling empire like I thought I would. I thought I was going to be wanting to make, you know, dozens of recycling machines for all the trash we fish up. But we only did a few, and we kind of were beyond the need for it pretty quickly. I really thought I was going to want to do, you know, 20, 30 recycling machines. And also crab pots. The crab pots, we didn't end up really using them that much. They didn't really seem very profitable. Actually, this whole time I haven't even been thinking about this. Fisher and angler, we should have the, we should be having the, I think it's pirate, where we get more fishing chests. I need to go reset that at Krobus's sewer. We're not surviving off profits from selling fish anymore. So I should really reset that. This is long overdue. Hey birds. Hey birds. Not sure why I didn't think of it sooner. The more fishing chests we get, the more golden animal crackers we get, and also the more chances at a lucky ring. I'm still waiting for that stinking lucky ring. 5 farms later. Hey, Ginger. Hey, Ginger. There we go. At least one green algae from the day. $750,000. Yeah, from our wine day. So we are well on our way. As you can see, we didn't actually progress the money during this. Excuse me, during this couple weeks of Stardew. But we'll get back the money from the bombs with the iridium bar sales. I'll keep that one. No, you know what? We definitely don't need it anymore. Why not? Just put stuff in the bin. Yeah, one green algae from that whole thing. It's too bad I can't just cancel that. I can't just cancel that quest. I want to get back to floor 20 in the mines to get more green algae. 1 week from today, we are holding the Stardew Valley Fair in the town square. It's the biggest event of the year, drawing people from all across the country to our humble town. If you'd like, you can set up a Grange display for the event. Just bring up to 9 items that best showcase your talents. You'll be judged on the quality and diversity of your display. The fair starts at 9 a.m. Don't miss it. I might go just to make sure I get to talk to the few people that I need to talk to. But other than that, I have no interests there. So we'll go ahead and do our morning routine. We'll take care of our animals. We'll take care of our fishies. We'll see where we stand after that. Yeah, our bait supply has gone up pretty steadily since I put that back down. Since I put those worm bins back down. Mooshake, Moolity, and Maleficent have been petted. Tumnus and Nuisance have been petted. Noodle Games has been petted, and Alan have been petted. Sorry, I'm trying to speak to Ginger to maybe tamp down her volume just a tad. I know it's probably not too bad for you guys, but it is right in my ear. And if I look her straight in the eye, that's really what she wants. She just wants my attention. Snowy has been petted, Reptar has been petted, Sir Exilot has been petted, Nugget has been petted, Lizard has been petted, Ribbits has been petted, Duck Vader has been petted, Chickadee has been petted, Sharptooth has been petted, Hen Solo has been petted, and Quackers has been petted. Good morning, Pickles, love you. We'll water the cat there. We'll make more iridium bars. We'll sell these ones. Whoops. I wanted to sell them. Ginger says she has not been petted. Fair point. Ginger does not like pets, though. Ginger does not like hands. Ginger is one of those birds that is absolutely deathly terrified of hands, and understandably so, for a tiny little creature such as herself. She's just never really gotten over her fear of hands. She will eat millet out of my hand, but only very, very carefully. Very tentatively. She's always ready to fly away at a moment's notice. The slightest flinch of a finger, and she's gone. Fred will just climb all over me as if it gets her closer to the millet. Oh, Ginger. Oh my goodness. Kiss the birds for you. Okay, I'm already over here. I'm just gonna do it while I'm over here. All right. The birds have been kissed. The kisses have been delivered. I was already over there because she obviously needed it. Yeah. So I just gave her the kisses while I was there. She started really going for it, so I just abandoned the computer. It was an emergency kisses. Okay. Yes, she obviously did. Oh, here is our last quest. 1 mudstone for the largemouth bass. Boy, I hope I have that. I really hope I have that. I do. Nice. That's our last quest. That is the last fish quest of this entire challenge. Nice. No more fish quests, just legendary fish straight in the ponds. Alright, so Robin is working, but we do have a free pond, so we can go ahead and grab another legend too. Oh no, never mind. It's just that I never I never took that off. There we go. All good. Alright, let's do our row sheds today. And then we can make sure we go gift Sandy, and we can try and find Leo, and just try and find anyone that still needs hearts. We don't actually need to worry about fishing again until winter, other than green algae, which we desperately need. Desperately need the green algae. Like how Ginger is in charge of the stream and she knows it. Yes. I do what I want, Dad. Absolutely. She's the manager here. I'm honestly not sure. Do we have enough for 1 shed? So once we sell all this, we'll go ahead and fill 1 shed back up again. But just 1 of them, and then we'll save up. We'll treat them separately now. I was doing both at the same time for the longest time, but it was emptying our fish chest, our row chest. And also, most of these rows, most of the row does not matter. It's really just the legendaries that matter. We'd have a lot less Karens if she was the manager everywhere. Ginger is not afraid of corporate, yes. Oh, hold on. We have another quote. It may indeed have been one of yours. I don't know. Where did it go? Oh no, it's a shrimpy one. It's a shrimpy quote. Ginger gives me the vibes of a sassy bird who has her own Instagram. So true, so true. Very, very accurate, right? Shrimpy knows what's up. regular. Crimson fish. We've got glacier fish. Any glacier fish? There we go. Alright, and then it's just big stacks. That's more than enough. Oh, we have an ad break coming up. The hours go by so fast anymore. We have an ad break coming up. For anyone that's not currently subscribed, please turn down your volume. I know I can be a bit quiet. I know the ads can be a bit loud. I'd hate for them coming in hot and blow out your eardrums. You're not going to miss anything. I'm going to refill my tea, which is almost empty. I'm going to grab a snack. I'm going to stretch my legs and just enjoy being out of this chair for a couple minutes. The ads are 3 minutes long. If you're not currently subscribed, please turn down your volume. The ads are coming in 10 seconds. And I will see you in a few minutes. All right. Everyone should be back. Oh, yeah, Teeny Snail. I keep forgetting. It's quote 15. I mean, you were very close to word for word. It is your quote, after all. You were very close to word for word there. I got my tea refreshed. It's nice and hot. Had another one of those garlic bread snacks. I think that's going to be a new favorite snack. It's so fast and so delicious. Just a little bit of whatever kitchen oil you want. And some garlic powder. All right. So we were filling our row shed here. We had just harvested and sold our last batch. Information recall. Yay, information recall. Don't ask me when anyone's birthday is, though. Yeah. Me too. Me too. I'm not good with birthdays. I'm not even good with my own birthday. I'm much like I can remember my children. I can remember my parents. I can remember my siblings. That's beyond that. It's very hard. All right. There we go. And we're just keeping it to that one shed right now. My mouse control is all over the place. Not a pro gamer. Not a pro gamer. All right, so now we socialize, right? I think we've done all the things. Now we go socialize. The only reason I know how old I am is because it's 30 right now. Forgetting will resume next year. I love that. That's funny. All right. The dwarf, George and Leo. Vincent, Krobus, and Harvey. Okay, so we come to Harvey. Oh, Sandy. Sandy comes first. We probably should have just taken the warp totem to the desert, but here we are. Whoa, did Abigail get on the bus with us? Where did Abigail go? Michaela, I'm glad I was born on a 0 ending year. It makes the math easier. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just, at this point, I'm at that point in my life where I'm in my 40s. I don't even need to know what the more specific number is. I'm in my 40s. Right. When I'm 50 in a couple years, I'll be in my 50s. I won't need to know what my actual age is. I just need to know what decade I am currently in. I'm so sick of preparing these samples. Oh no. The whole sample is ruined. Harvey's going to kill me. Chill, what should I do? Tell him it was an accident. You're right, I should just tell him the truth. What happened? I heard something break. I accidentally dropped one of the samples. I'm so sorry. Thanks for telling me the truth, Maru. See, I'm great at math. It just doesn't help if I don't know what numbers I'm mathing. Fair enough. Fair point. Thanks for being patient with me, Dr. Harvey. Of course, you've been a big help around here. I don't know what I'd do without you. Chill, you look a little pale. Are you feeling okay? I'm just as blue as always. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, Harvey's in here with the mayor. Excuse me, Mayor. Don't mean to interrupt, but I've got business to attend to. There you go, George. Have we been changing the pass out counter? Sometimes. Sometimes. Did I not change it last night? I didn't, did I? No, I didn't. Thank you, Teeny Snail. I have been forgetting almost constantly to change the pass out counter. But in my defense, we've been doing a lot of skull caverns where I did not fish until I pass out, and therefore we do not change the counter. So it's been kind of putting me off, and then when we get back to it, I forget. Okay, did we did gift him though, right? So we just didn't gift him yesterday. Okay. Okay, so we still need Leo and the dwarf, which are up there. We still need Vincent and Krobus. We can talk to Haley if we see her. I'm not going out of my way for that girl. Is she here? No, she's not here. Okay. And no one is home here. Vincent probably... Let me just walk out here real quick. Yeah, Vincent is probably at the museum or at the beach with Sam. I'm never quite sure what their schedule is. And that's fine. We'll figure it out. So I'll probably just swing by the beach real quick on my way to the museum. And that way we can go from the museum minecart. There's Sam. Did we ever get Sam up? No, we did not. Excellent job managing your mental battery. No extra effort for rude people. Exactly. See, you get it. You get it. We'll get around to Haley when we're ready. Okay, Sam is not, in fact, maxed out, so we'll give him another prismatic shard. And now he is. Wonderful. Oh, but if he's here, that means Vincent is in the museum, in the library. No, he's not. Okay. I'm actually going to look this up. Yes, absolutely. Never go out of your way for rude people. Vincent. Okay, we are in fall. And he doesn't have any special fall stuff, so it's just a regular schedule. And today is Tuesday at 4:40 p.m. He walks around Pelican Town. Okay. What does that even mean? I don't think I've seen him ever just walking around Pelican Town. Hold on. Guiding Key, welcome in. How's it growing? Reading a science fiction web novel where there are hundreds of species of sentient beings, but most of them are herbivores, all except humans and another species which happens to be considered incapable of empathy and has made extinct dozens of sentient species. Kind of making my gut turn, but it's an interesting read. I can't stop. What's interesting, I think, just hearing that description, is that the other species is the one making extinct dozens of other species, which is opposite to what the real world is. I'm getting that is kind of the moral and the theme of this book, is to bring attention to our own atrocities. Mama, I don't run around looking for any of them. I can gift them all by mail without even leaving the farm. What is that mod? You can mail people gifts. That's crazy. Teeny Snail, never go out of your way for rude people. Do you want me to do that? I can do that. Quote 33, never go out of your way for rude people. Guiding Key here because I need to take a break from that unless I want to spend the rest of the day depressed. Well, welcome in, Guiding Key. You are in the right place. That is exactly what we're here for, is to just chill and hang out while I make mistakes and fail every day. And we're just chilling. That's it. Okay. Where to, right? I think we're looking for Vincent wandering around town, which I've never witnessed in my life. Shadow says, welcome in, grab a warm blanket and a hot drink. Yes, there's Vincent. I've seen him up here before. And there's Haley. Okay, so now we're headed up to the dwarf. And that should be about it. And then we have free time. Shadow also unlark. Welcome back, Shadow. I hope your nap was relaxing and you absorbed some love from us while you rested. Did I get it right? I don't know. But yes, that is absolutely. We are just here chilling. Grab your tea, grab your blankets, and chill a while with us. I don't know. I wasn't napping, though. It was just at my parents'. Oh, okay. Called Mail Services Mod. Interesting. Lofty. I call that psychic residue. When a book or story or event affects my mood, I no longer watch scary movies and I limit my really heavy literature. I love that psychic residue, Lofty. That is so real. And that puts a whole new thought process on what Guiding Key is talking about. Psychic residue. I know exactly what you're talking about, though. When you're reading a book or watching a movie or a show, and it just leaves you in a completely different mood for a significant period of time afterwards. Okay, so we're looking for Leo up here. And Leah. Oh, okay, so Shane, actually, we did need to talk to Shane. And we need to talk to Leah. So we need to find Leo. I believe that also means you're a very empathetic person, which is a good thing. Is that what that means? Guiding Key? I'd go outside, but it's raining on campus, so I can't even go by the brook. My shoes will get soaked. Well, that's sad. Raspberry, I be chillin' and lurking again. Welcome in, Raspberry. It's always good to see you. Guiding Key, maybe put on some tropical beach stream or something like that, so that you can see the sun shining and hear the waves crashing, and maybe put me on a second monitor or in the background somewhere. That might be the best course of action. Get some type of sunshine feeling if you can't have it in real life. Teeny Snail, that quote just really spoke to me because it's very common for people to tolerate bad behavior out of social obligation. In reality, it just encourages them and drains you. Exactly. Shadow, I did have a good time. Good. Went to theirs for lunch. Very nice. Raspberry, thank you for the stretch and the posture check. Everyone else, same thing. Check your posture. Have a stretch. Oh, wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Lofty, empathy's a big part of my mental makeup. I have to be diligent in self-awareness to avoid issues. Yes. And that's also what we were talking about with Teeny Snail wanting me to quote that. If you are an empathetic person, you have to be careful about who you allow to affect your mood. All right. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't search for Leo. That's what I didn't do. Oh, speaking of, it's ready. Look, they cooked a bean hot pot. Not yet, says Linus. Oh, he's getting along with all the kids. He's integrating into Stardew Valley society, hanging out with Willie on the docks. Very sweet. We got one lad. Guiding key might go outside anyways. Spring out, nobody can feel the rain on your skin for you. That is a wonderful sentiment. If it's warm enough, there's nothing wrong with the rain. Leo had a great day. And even in the rain, even if it's not warm rain, you can get dressed for it. This is why I avoid scroll-style social media. I really do care about it. Everyone becomes stressful. I just can't figure out scrolling. I can't figure it out. It doesn't click with me. But guiding key, one interesting quote. I don't remember where I heard this. I heard this a very long time ago. There's no such thing as inclement weather, only inclement clothing. There's always some way to go outside. You just have to be dressed for it. You know, I still miss my family back on the island. But mostly, I feel happy about the memories, not sad. Sounds fantastic. Love how you're turning it into something positive. Yeah. Lofty, I love gardening in a light rain if it's not cold. The petrichor and the way the soil relaxes makes me happy. Yes. Don't you love that feeling when it can't be pouring, it can't be soaked, right? But when there's just that little bit of moisture there, it's more spongy, and you can hear it as you take a step. You can hear the air and the water puffing back up your footstep after you've left that spot. That's definitely a very happy moment. Barring thunderstorms and tornadoes, don't go outside for that. Yes. Yes. The quote has its limits. It's loamy and verdant. Lofty, your way with words is something special. But yeah, I love that when you're working out in the garden. It's maybe like you say, it's maybe sprinkling a little bit, where it's just kind of misty and foggy, and you take a step over, and as you're weeding, you see your footsteps from where you just were just kind of reinflating back up to ground level, and you can hear it happening as well. That's part of why I want to have some position in agriculture after I finish uni. Nothing better than that, in my opinion. If that's what makes you happy. If that's what makes you happy. And I'm just going to go ahead and wrap that back into our pinned quote of the day. It's adjacent. Failure is a necessary ingredient for success. It's not something to be ashamed of. Go out, fail proudly, and fail loudly. Shadow, yes, finally got access to my Etsy shop again. Sorry, you can delete, I'm just excited. No, Shadow. Actually, I'm excited too. Good for you. I'm so happy. That's wonderful. That's great news. Teeny Snail, I love those days. That's very rare here. Usually if it's raining, it's storming. Oh, okay. But yes, Shadow, right there. You can click their name. They are both a streamer and an artist. And they've done a lot of art for this channel. My avatar that you see on screen, that's Shadow's work. Shadow also made our most favorite. I actually get stats on how much each emote gets used, and the Ginger Love emote is the most used emote that we have. Shadow made these ones as well. that emote apparently gets used thousands of times in other people's channels. Thousands. So everyone enjoys their work. Yeah. Not just me. Not just me. Everyone enjoys their work. Thank you for the follows. We just got 2 follows. Follows are anonymous here. You're welcome to lurk all you like. You're welcome to nap all you like. Naps. You're also welcome to join us in chat if you so please. It's entirely up to you. And Leo feels like he belongs here too. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. We'll go back to being modest now like a good kitty. It's a beautiful world, friends. Oh, he's got chickadees here too. Or sparrows, maybe. I'm glad to be part of it. And Ginger and Fred are getting in on the action too. All right. I think that's it, right? We did George, Leo, and Vincent today. We didn't do Vincent. We didn't talk to him. Oh, why? I gave him the prismatic shard and I never talked to him. I think he just goes back home after he's done wandering around town. And then we can swing by the saloon and talk to Shane here in a second. Yeah, there he is. Want to marry Miss Penny when I grow up? That's so cute. And understandable. Alright. We already talked to Sam today. Let's go talk to Shane in his very inconvenient spot. Why must he stand here in the bottom corner where I have to zoom in just to talk to him without sitting on the bench? All right. I hate zooming in. All right, now things are looking very different now. Teeny Snail says, I know modesty is usually the most well-received in social interactions, but I'm of the opinion that it shouldn't be. As long as you're not obnoxious about it, there's nothing wrong with flaunting your strengths and accomplishments. Well, I think there's a big leap between admitting your strengths and accomplishments and flaunting your strengths and accomplishments. Guiding key, no, I'll do that. Penny's mine. Ooh. Eli, welcome in. We did your staircaseless Skull Cavern run earlier. I've marked it on my VOD. I will clip it and put it in my Discord after stream, okay? I'll link it in the Discord after stream. We did okay. It was actually hilarious, honestly. It was hilarious. We committed to the no staircase Skull Cavern run, and immediately upon entering infested floor 1. Floor 1. I think we ended up with 6 or 7 infested or prehistoric floors on the day. That's probably the most I've ever seen. But I think we did get to floor 160 something. And I believe we got 3 prismatic shards. I mean, it was okay. It wasn't great. It wasn't bad either, I guess. It was just funny. First floor, upon committing to no staircases, was an infested floor. So I did mark it out. I'll have it highlighted and stuff by this afternoon. I mean, it won't be immediately after stream, but it'll be there by evening in the Discord. Guiding key. I've been in the skull cavern maybe 6 times, passed out just as many times from being overwhelmed with those flying eels. The serpents. Aren't they horrible? We hate the serpents. Teeny stale, meh. I'm awesome. It's fine. That's good. It's good to have self-confidence. My point just being there's a difference between having the self-confidence and flaunting the self-confidence, right? Serpents are my number one opponent. All right, so we have done all of the socializing that we are going to do today, and we have a little bit of time left over. I think we try to go get to level 20, even though we only have a few more days of this. I think we try to go get to level 20 in the mines, just so that we can fish at level 20 for green algae. We are running short on green algae. I was not thinking about that, right? I was not thinking about that when I accepted this quest. I was not thinking about the fact that I couldn't get to floor 20. Actually, what we can do... Teeny snail, maybe we need a better wording. Balance is necessary and everything. I just think the way things are funnels people into poor self-esteem. I completely agree with you. I just think the word flaunting maybe gets us a bit too far to being obnoxious. You know what I mean? Never completed Danger in the Deep. I have beaten the Dangerous Skull Cavern, says Eli. So you're going to see how I beat the Danger in the Deep. I'm going to grab my staircases. And then we're going to go down to floor 20 and fish till we pass out. What am I doing? I want to make some more iridium bars to sell for money. Just staircase it. I'm not a big fan. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Danger in the Deep. There's a lot. You'll find when I say that term, when I say I'm not a big fan, I am almost always talking about a dungeon in this game. It's just every time. Oh, and I never even made it to floor 5 to get that first one. We're just gonna do 20. Whoops. 20 is all we need to get our green algae going. Oh my goodness. Do you guys hear the birds? They're both just warbling away. Being very cute. I'm really bad with the staircases. We did do a run a little bit ago. And we made it to... Oh. This is showing us the mines right now. I guess because the mines aren't finished, we can't see our skull cavern. Can't remember. I think it was floor 267 or something. We started the day... I didn't even need to do that. We started the day with 25 staircases and then went from there. Just to try to get a little boost. We ended up with 10 prismatic shards. And a golden animal cracker. We threw away a couple more auto petters, which of course I will clip later for more shorts fodder for social media, because they like to see auto petters get thrown away. Thankfully, I'm very happy that Toasty is now all caught up with his auto petters, so I don't have to feel bad about posting all of the clips of us throwing away auto petters. We do hear the birds. Fantastic. We had budgies for a while when I was a kid. We gave them to my friend who had deaf parents. Interesting. Eli, one of my classes for today just got canceled. Celebrate good times. Come on. Do 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 do. Guiding key used to have finches. Nice. Are they quiet or are they loud? We were just discussing this. Teeny Snail was talking about having pigeons and that they are quite a quiet bird. The budgies, when they get upset, they can be quite loud. Even Ginger, when she's happy, can be quite loud. But this right now, this is their... I always called it doodly-doos. I can't remember who called it warbling. I think it was Shadow. And I realized that there is, in fact, a word for it. I've always just called it them doing their doodly-doos. Now they're preening. Doodly-doos is more fun, right? I of course knew that the word warbling existed. I had just never connected the dots, right? Pigeons seem so adorable. I just want to pet one. Yeah. Yeah, maybe later on down the road I might get some pigeons. When I used to eat meat, back when I had meat rabbits, I had always considered getting meat pigeons. Instead of chickens. The chickens are for eggs, right? I never wanted to be slaughtering chickens again. After I was a young man, as a teenager, I worked on a farm and we slaughtered hundreds and hundreds of chickens. And I never really wanted to do that again. Chickens were for eggs after that. Squab is supposed to be very good, right? And apparently, up until 100 years ago, it was one of the main meat sources for low-income families. So I had very much considered getting them just for that. Now that I'm a vegetarian, obviously that's not even on my mind, but they do seem like fun pets. Alright, we've got a few green algae here. That's good news. Guiding key, raised chickens once. Chick and pea. Nice. Joker, how do you fish in this game? Which button to press when it makes the sound? I'm on PC, so I'm on a mouse and keyboard. And for me, it's just left click. The default is left click. But welcome in, Joker. Good to see you again. How's it growing? Teeny Snail, that's true. A backyard pigeon flock was apparently popular during the Great Depression. Yes, that's where I read about it, really. Left click not working for you. Okay, so you're going to need to go into the options and head on down to the controls section and just check to make sure that your use tool is still bound to left click. If it is, you may have one of a few issues. You may need to turn it off and back on again, or you may have a faulty mouse, or Stardew Valley is just glitching and you need to turn it off and back on again. Parents gave them away because they didn't want us to know they were going to be killed and eaten. Ah, yes. Yes, they went to the farm, right? They went to live on the farm. Alright, there is our pass out for the day. But yes, Joker, if you are on mouse and keyboard, it should be left click because it's your tool usage button. One experiment you could do, try to swing your sword. Try to use the pickaxe. Use any other tool with left click. See if it's working. How much do Midnight Carp sell for? Not that much. This is all of our row. This is our row shed. Mostly the Legend 2 row. Let's see. See, the Midnight Carp, 225 gold. That was funny, though. That was from 2 row sheds, actually. Both row sheds. So you can see we are making significant amounts of money from our fish pond farm. It's not as much as I would like. Farming is way more profitable. This is not a profitable way to live. But it is almost 12 o'clock, so we'll do our little farm tour, which is perfect timing. I do need to adjust my fish till we pass out counter. Down to 55. Okay. So this is how many are we at right now? We are at 85. This is what 85 fish ponds looks like. We go both ways, the whole way across the farm. Lofty, they went to freezer camp, or were harvested, are terms I hear homesteaders use now. Harvesting is pretty common, yes. And Robin is done with number 86. I just never really got the sheltering kids from this stuff kind of thing, right? It may be a bit harsh, but if you're eating meat, I feel pretty sure you should know what meat is, right? We should be honest with each other. If you're eating meat, you killed an animal to get that food. And I'm not throwing shade. I'm not judging. I have eaten so many animals in my lifetime. But I just got to the point where I wasn't really willing to do it anymore. I had killed and harvested and butchered enough deer and chicken and rabbits and beef, and I just didn't want to do it anymore. But just straight up like trying to hide from the children where their food is coming from. I never quite agreed with that. So that is our fish pond farm. That is 86. That is 86 fish ponds now. So I'll go ahead and take our screenshot for the day. And I will look for a friend to raid us out to. Let's see who's on and what they're doing. Simon is playing Stardew Valley. I always love a good Simon Says stream. So it's either Simon Says playing Stardew Valley, he's an absolute sweetheart, or Wade Lady playing Palia. Right, sets him up for trauma later. Lofty, it's always a pleasure to have you. Guiding Key, there's a very efficient farm layout, still an early game, but I think I'm going to do a more casual farm. This is a challenge, right? This is not just a casual farm. So fitting 101 fish ponds on a farm, you have to be pretty efficient with the layout just to get them all in there. All right, so do I have any opinions on Simon Says Stardew Valley or Wade Lady playing Palia? Because if there's no opinions, I will always default to going to Simon Says. He's wonderful. But I do know we have quite a few people that love Palia here. I'm not sure if any of them are currently in chat right now. Hey, birds. Hey, Fred. Hey, Ginger. All right, I see no opinions whatsoever, so we're just going to go ahead and raid out to Simon. Just, give it a moment, check him out. He's very, very chill, very calm, very cool, really sweet guy. So thank you. Thank you for chilling with me. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for keeping me company. I appreciate you. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Love you, folks.